It's like F-U-G-U-T, like
Fucking.
the fucking state. What is Garfield's little fuck friend's name?
I don't even remember this character. If he came up to you and you were in the dumpster and he was like, hey, don't look in the dumpster, look towards me. And then he shoots you in your fucking face. Dewey and Minkus do Dallas. Start the show.
It's the Dapper Dads, folks. Welcome back to the most fantastic, stupendous, outstanding show in the entire world. The 19th wonder of the world, the Dapper Dads, ladies and gentlemen, here for you live this evening.
121.
121,
What
everybody.
are the other 18 wonders of the world?
Okay,
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
the beer hats,
Okay.
but the ones that are big enough to put full bottles of wine in.
Okay.
OxyClean, obviously.
I mean, yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Mesopotamia,
Billions.
when it
Okay.
existed.
Big crock pot of mashed potatoes.
The
chunks.
biggest.
Don't mash them
No,
too
you don't
much.
want it too creamy.
Listen,
I don't want whipped
this
potatoes.
comes
I
out-
want mashed potatoes.
This comes out after Thanksgiving, so here's in typical dad fashion. A
Showing
tip
up
that's
late.
Just so
just
shortly
shy,
late.
just shy of the deadline.
Yeah, we hope that your mashed potatoes weren't too creamy.
Yeah, because you want some chunks in there. I want
gotta have
I
the
want
chunks.
mashed. I don't want
Yeah.
I don't like whipped potatoes.
And fuck whipped potatoes. And when you put what you think is too much butter in, double it.
There's
needs
never
more
enough butter.
'Cause
You
we-
can overdo the milk.
Oh yeah,
but you cannot
And that's why
overdo
you
the
get
butter.
Creamy and yeah.
But that's why you let the potatoes cool down a little bit. Butter
Right.
re-solidifies, and you just got some.
One of the
thick,
few things I can cook
chunky.
like a beast is some mashed potatoes.
See, I'm a beast with my gravy.
I've heard. Baby gravy.
I'm not a beast
You
with
gotta
that
stop
one.
fucking the mashed potato.
Shoot the lights out, then I stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
I was like,
Cleaned it up.
Yeah, I was like,
I can't say it.
You shouldn't.
Shoot the drum as lights out, stick the barrel in mashed potatoes.
Sure. All right, folks. That's it. 121.
Shoot the boomer's lights out. I say boomer instead of the other thing.
Yeah, they ran that into the ground quicker than we run things.
They
into the
did,
ground.
but it worked.
It worked. Yeah, but it's done. That girl made those shirts and turned down $1 million offer for the OK Boomer
By
shirts.
saying, okay, boomer.
Yeah,
That's what
I
she
mean,
said to reply.
But I mean, people are. If you get a meme thing, cash in.
Yeah.
baby,
Oh,
cash
absolutely.
in.
Yeah. Like
Also,
if your
it's
meme
just
page starts
the-
blowing up on Facebook, just sell it as an
Sell it, yeah.
advertising
Sell
clickbait
it.
page.
God, we're waiting to sell this. It's just that no one
No
listens
one
and
wants to
cares.
buy it. If
Yeah.
anybody wants to buy this property, go to www.thedapperdads.com. You can fully lease it. We will, if you do an anonymous submission, or don't be anonymous if you want to buy it, because we need that routing number, baby.
Yeah.
So
we
let us.
just need the check. You can remain anonymous.
You can just
We
send
will
us
figure
the
out
money.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, we'll figure it.
Probably.
I don't know what a Bitcoin is worth, but I figure if I do welfare fraud and I take all the money and invest it in Bitcoin, when I eventually do have children or a disability, I'll have all that Bitcoin waiting for me. So I don't got to
Smart.
worry about the state
Smart
anymore.
thing to say on a recording.
Whatever.
Hey,
The government isn't listening
government,
to this.
email us at dapperdadspodcast@gmail.com. We only take very specific emails, very legitimate
And
emails.
nobody
from
adheres to
companies.
it.
Yeah, we will not review your Maserati document.
No, we will not.
Stop. Please stop.
For the love
contacting
of God.
us.
I get 15 emails a day about this fucking Maserati documentary. For the last time, I can't pronounce it correctly, and I don't know what it is.
No, even if you're going to give us 6 free Maseratis, we don't need them. You can't drive that many cars,
Yeah,
idiot.
well,
you
I
can
mean,
drive 2 like skates.
One on each foot.
Yeah.
I can at least. I don't know if you can. I'm big enough for it.
I-
I got the spread for it.
I don't drive my own car. I have a chauffeur.
Yeah, that's.
I have a guy who stole my car, but I was snapping in the back, and we've gained a rapport. I'd say.
Yeah, I heard about your chauffeur. He really stunk up my car when he drove me.
I'd tell him to fart in any other car.
Yeah, he seems
not my
like
car.
a very farty chauffeur.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Listen to music, talk,
No, I don't let him. I don't let him speak.
be quiet because
first.
that's what I'm paying
None
you
of
for.
the people that I pay, get to. It's like when you
I
get
don't
in,
pay anyone enough to talk.
It's like when you get in the Uber and you're not drunk yet, and you're like, "You better not talk to me. I'll give you 5 stars. You give me 5 stars. We just pretend this whole thing never happened.
We'll just act like it never happened, bro.
You don't give us a cooler that may or may not have organs in it. You
No,
don't make
that'd
me
be
get
fucking
out and
wild, wouldn't it?
Pop
Like
the trunk, and grab the sawed off.
Pop the trunk and grab the sawed off, and when the trunk pops, it bashes me in the chin, and it does that thing where your teeth clack together real hard. Yeah,
That's your Uber lawsuit.
that's my Uber lawsuit right there. My Uber driver had a weird Christian sign on the front of his car, and then he bashed my jaw with the trunk.
Yeah, I've had a lot of crazy Uber drivers. Make sure you're getting in the right Uber.
I got picked up by an Uber and it said cunt wagon on the side, and I didn't know if that was the right Uber or not, but I still got in, and I somehow showed up here at the show today. So
Yeah.
we'll get into that later. If you want to hop in the cunt wagon, call 402-7-DAPPER. That's 402-732-7737.
Yeah, our marketing guy got fired because they were like, make this side say Dapper Dad so you can get brand recognition. And we said cunt wagon or nothing, buddy.
It's a cunt wagon or nothing. This is a brand. We got to stick by our morals, baby.
Yeah.
And then we rubbed
He did
money
talk
all
us
over
down
our
from
nipples.
naming it cunt rust.
Yeah,
which again was the thing I heard a man yell in a bar 6 years ago. And
again
I've never
is going to be the
forgotten it.
name of our first punk album that we put out independently.
Yeah, that's coming in 2024. Keep an eye out for
Think
it.
of a better title.
I don't know if there is. Follow us on Twitter at Dapper Dads, where you can not use the C word anymore.
No, you
They've
can't.
Told us they DM'd us first, and we're like, we're starting a new thing. No big C words, and
Yeah,
I
you
said
gotta say ops now.
cantankerous is difficult to spell, so we'll stay away
I
from
said
it.
cattywampus is kind of a funny word when you first see it on paper, so I understand.
Caddyshack is a decent movie.
I understand where the middle states might be a bit alarmed.
Go to www.patreon.com/dapperdads. We've said it a million times, and we're not going to say it again. Just do it, or we will kill ourselves.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
It's come to that.
It's come to this.
We need the money. We need
you
the...
will have to see it happen.
Yeah, we will live stream
our suicides. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it's still live streaming, and then they got to see it when somebody kicks in the door and finds our corpses, and it's actually really sad and kind of horrific. But then that's how we get famous, because they're like famous podcasters off themselves on live stream. And then
do you think they'll use the term off?
Is that not the journalistically professional term? Someone off
couple idiots
someone
off themselves.
Someone Epsteined themselves. Is that more appropriate?
That's what they want, the clicks. Yeah.
But that means that we're actually alive on our private island. Because if you take a look at the photos of our corpses getting taken out of the room, the noses look different, the ear shape is different. So it clearly couldn't be us. That's what I want. I want us to kill ourselves live on TV so that
Love it more.
so that everybody,
difficult.
so there's no doubt that we died. But then I want there to be a deep running conspiracy that we didn't actually kill ourselves.
I think there's a deep running conspiracy for anyone who died. We should start a conspiracy about someone who died. You know how we're always like, are they dead? We should figure one out and then have a deep conspiracy
Dom
about it.
DeLuise was whacked by the Swedish government.
Okay. But he's still alive? I feel like
Dom
the whole
DeLuise is
conspiracy...
super dead.
No, I mean, like, that's our conspiracy.
But he's alive now.
Yeah, the conspiracy always has to be
I saw him
selling
selling churros at a Universal Studios 7 years ago.
Okay. I could follow this. I'm not really familiar with Dom DeLuise.
He wanted to step out of the line.
And the double D. You know, we have to back anything with double D's.
The Dapper Dads, Dom DeLuise. Diaper Day.
Okay, this sounds different.
It'll be a diaper drive.
Okay.
For homeless babies.
Yeah, there's not
homeless
enough of them.
Homeless babies need to shit
We make more
too.
homeless babies. They do need to shit.
How do we make the homeless? Do we make the babies homeless, or do we fuck homeless women?
Why not a little both? You
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Adopt some babies, throw them out on the street, see what happens.
You have to test to see which one works best.
Worried about that dirty hobo pussy, though.
Wear a condom. You should try it sometime.
Condom?
Yeah,
Never.
condominium.
Never heard of her.
I bet you haven't. Go to Dapper Dad's Podcast on Instagram and whatever you do there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got rid of likes. So
yeah,
you know,
it doesn't matter
like
anymore.
it or, yeah, we don't care.
I'm uploading 17 selfies a day because likes don't matter
Yeah,
anymore.
as long as there's more than one like, no one knows the difference. Or maybe 3. I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
it's hard to follow.
It's something. It's a math. It's algorithms. We can't do it on the normal show. That's what you got to go to the Patreon for.
Yeah,
that's where we do all the big boy math.
Yeah, it's just us. 4th grade tests, struggling.
So hard. And then looking at each other's tests, trying to copy, but then we're both wrong, and then we get called into the teacher's room afterwards, and they're like, "You boys clearly copied each other. What are we gonna do about this?"
Yeah.
Then she unzips our pants, but she's like 80, and we're like, "No, not yet." But then she pops the teeth out, and we're like, "I'll give it a shot.
I was down from when we were not passing the test.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, I hope this teacher fucks me for the grade.
Even if it's a weird-looking fat man with a bald spot and a Ned Flanders.
You mean my specialty? And a Ned Flanders? What is that?
Like a Ned Flanders.
Mustache.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a cardboard cutout. Big Simpsons.
No,
fan.
he's painted
I'm like, is
yellow.
this from the 1990s set of cardboard cutout?
He's
bro?
dressed like Ned Flanders, and he blows you after we both fail our test.
Yeah.
He's
so
like,
he also wants us. Do you think
you're
at
like,
that point
he's like, how do we fix this grade? And then he starts blowing you, and you're like, okay.
I mean, we all know someone who went on Craigslist and got blown for $60 when they were teenagers.
It happens.
I mean,
we all know someone who's
just getting blown.
We all know somebody who's been on Craigslist looking for daddies and has gotten big ol' asshole pics with balls behind them.
I mean, traditionally.
Not traditionally.
Does the teacher then? Is the test meant for us to fail then? Can we even?
I
pass
feel like
it?
the teacher is taking advantage of the situation that we failed the test. Like he's having.
So we're stupid.
Yeah,
we're stupid and we're getting blown.
Yeah, we're so stupid and getting blown. But what's better than that?
Sounds like another day in my normal life.
I was gonna say
Stupid
just another day in paradise.
Tell us if you want koozies and stickers. I was reminded that those exist. Limited quantities. They're free. We'll mail them to you.
Yeah, they'll get sent to you.
I sent some out recently. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks. I'm busy and ashamed a lot, so it takes time. But yeah, the koozies
doesn't help that I call you 13 times a day, shaming you for whatever you're doing. Hey,
always,
bud, what are you doing right
you're
now?
Always like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, good. And you're like, you're.
I'm like, hey,
you're like, actually,
I'm like, hey, how are you?
Not.
You're like, good. I'm like, sounds like you've been chewing on a meatball sub. As you have two in your hands, and you're just leaning into the phone like this.
I ate 2 today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was scary.
I know. I was
I saw your face drop. It's like, what?
Yeah, I had a lot going on. I couldn't really finish the second one. You know when you're rushed?
Oh, I hate
that. Especially
a
sloppy.
I hate eating in a rush. I like to sit down. I'll eat fast, but I want to have the option.
I know. Well, I should have went 1 instead of 2. You know how you get Grady?
Yeah.
Grady?
Grady? You know how you get where you start grading the meatball subs and you're like, I need an A grade sub to an F grade
I bought bad sub. Like the bread, bought bad sub.
I bought bad sub. That's what
I bought bad sub.
I bought bad sub.
The bottoms were so thin. I don't know. Never encountered
No.
That's
Needed
bad. A fatter bottom.
No, you gotta get
always need a fatter bottom.
I'm never gonna say no to a fatter bottom.
Fat bottom buns.
Fat bottom buns, you make my rockin' world go round. I was just a skinny lad, never knew no good from bad. I knew life before I left my nursery. Yeah, left alone with Big Fat Fanny. She was such a naughty nanny. He big woman, you made a bad boy out of me. Are you gonna take
Big Fat Fatty? I never realized that. You know how
is it Big Fat Fatty or Big Fat Fanny? I always thought it was Big Fat Fanny.
I've always thought it was Big Fat Fatty. Yours makes more sense, but mine is funner.
I thought it was Big Fat Fanny. She was such a naughty nanny.
That makes sense. I'm gonna stick with Big Fat Fatty.
But it sounds like Big Fat Fatty.
Yeah, either way.
Big Fat Fatty. He was such a weird teacher, and he blew us. These sub buns are too shallow.
Yeah, so those are all the problems I've been facing. Shallow sub buns, getting blown.
You got to get a split top roll for a meatball sub.
See, I don't like the split top.
See, I prefer a split. Sense. I prefer it because then it's like you got a good amount of bread.
I'm working with big meatballs though.
Okay, but still a split top. Like, how big are we talking here?
Pretty big.
Like this?
Yeah.
Are these homemade meatballs or pre-made meatballs?
Package.
What brand are you buying that got meatballs that big?
Bro,
because every brand meatball I buy is always like this. It's like the size of a chestnut. Right. Like it's a tiny little. You're holding up a hand fruit.
This company makes 2 different.
Just buying into meatballs.
This company
like
makes
hand fruit.
2 different sizes. The little ones where you get a bunch in the bag, and then these bigger ones where you get 13.
That's a baker's dozen
14
meatballs.
14 maybe if you're lucky.
No. The guy in the factory slipping in an extra meatball in every package, really just making your life better.
And they're wildly expensive.
I would say I couldn't imagine you buying an uneven number of meatballs.
Yeah, and I always have to buy 2 bags. Because even the little ones...
Well, then you end up with 26 meatballs, which is an even number.
Yeah, it makes more sense. But they're like $5 a bag.
For meatballs?
13, yeah. But like
I just got some vegan meatballs that were half breadcrumbs. It tasted like.
Yeah, see, that's these are very good meatballs.
See that because that's what I miss from I always liked Subway meatballs. I always thought those were
they're good, but
meatballs.
you know that they're shit.
Yeah, you know they're shit, but they taste good because a lot of times it's like you get a meatball and it's just all bread.
I got a bag of meatballs when I couldn't find this brand that I don't even know the name of, but they look like an Italian flag. No offense, I didn't.
I didn't make the packaging. Yeah.
But
we do our own offensive designs here on the show.
Right. But yeah, I got a different bag, and they were some of the greasiest things I ever had. I couldn't even eat the leftovers. They were so greasy.
They were like, do not microwave, do not air fry. I was like, okay, it's not meat, so that kind of makes sense. Well, they were like, just cook them in the oven, and I was like, okay, so I like put them in, and then I went to go check on them, and they were still the same color. So I was like, okay, flipped him, gave him another 10 minutes, and then I checked on him again. There was so much grease in the bottom of the pan. It's like it activated after I flipped the meatballs or something, or they got really sweaty when they saw me licking my lips, being sweaty, thinking about eating them in a big old sandwich later.
I have one of those pans where it has like the bottom, you know what I mean? It's got like the grate that they sit on, but it has a bottom, so it cooks them better underneath instead of like burning or not cooking.
And then the grease drips down.
Oh my God!
And the grease was just starting to soak up, and the meatballs were starting to float. There's somehow more grease than meatballs in the pan. Meatballs, same size. Grease, no idea where it came from. It's like that evil soup pot we came up with that just gives you 2 extra quarts of soup.
I want to make a trailer for that.
The soup movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should 100%
I can see it in my head, so that's going to be coming soon. 2020, you'll be seeing our trailer for... I forgot what we called it.
It was a satanic soup pot that gave you 2 extra quarts.
Episode 115 was it in that one?
I mean, I guess
because that was the good one. Remember that recent good one?
Yeah, 115 was the best one we've ever done.
Yeah, I think it was in that.
And
the episode's called Chicken and Death or something. Chicken and Death soup? Noodle? Death and noodle?
Death and noodle soup.
Death and noodle soup.
Chicken and Death?
Chicken and Death. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you mean that? Oh, yeah, that Lupe Fiasco album, Chicken and Death, Part 1.
Yeah, yep. And that one was good back when he was good.
No, that was Ludacris that did
the are we talking about Chicker Liquor? Do you remember that?
Is that what it's called? Chicker Liquor?
That's what we came up with.
Oh, yeah, Chicker Liquor. I can't remember what we did. As soon as the headphones come off, I forget everything that we talk about. I go into a... What's it called?
Fit?
No, I can't.
Temper tantrum.
I can't pronounce the word.
Little bitch.
I can't. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But no, it's like F-U-G-U-T, like
fugging.
The fugging state. I slip into a fugging state. I just forget everything that comes out of my mouth.
You've been fugging.
I've been fugging, if you know what I mean. Double G. G.G. Allen.
Yeah, I've been fugged in years.
I haven't been fugged in a minute. Also, haven't been hugged in a while.
I haven't been fugged like that since middle school.
I haven't been fugged like that since my uncle.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, in a Garfield mask.
Well,
he hated Mondays.
John mask.
Oh, God, the John. What's worse, a John mask or an Odie mask?
John.
You sure about that?
Odie, the lovable retard dog?
Yeah, but can you imagine getting fucked by a guy in an Odie mask?
Yeah.
Think about it all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, I got some drawings I'd like to show you.
Out of the Garfield universe, I'm taking Odie to get fucked by.
No, I'm taking the Garfield's girlfriend cat.
I don't remember that.
The lady one.
I can picture it, even without knowing.
Yeah, you know what I'm
always
saying.
Just a slightly feminine version of the main character.
Yeah, because there's John, Odie, Garfield, Normal, and then whatever his girlfriend is.
Yeah.
Is that Normal's mom?
Who's Normal?
The little gray cat.
Oh.
The one that's always bugging Garfield.
Was there an old lady ever?
It's not an old lady.
In? Yeah, but was there an old lady, like a neighbor?
Oh, no, John's girlfriend.
Yeah, she was wildly old.
No, she wasn't old. She
was super old.
No, she was like the same age as him. She had black hair.
No, John had a sexual fling with an old woman. This is like later.
I think this was early Garfield before it started popping off. Back when it was drawn weird. Remember when Garfield was drawn
remember
weird?
When everything was drawn weird?
Yeah.
All cartoons and comics, they have a point where you're like, oh, and then you go back and you're like, oh my God, what shaky nightmare was this?
See,
Beavis and Butthead? You ever watch that?
God.
It's like the shakiest thing that's ever existed.
It's like animation was so good in like the 50s and 60s when they were hand drawing every cell, but then like they figured out how to cheap it out and like shit just went bad.
Are you saying that over time we've become lazier?
Nah, I wouldn't say. It's a lot of work to say. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I don't know. Garfield always trips me up.
Why?
Because I learned all that information.
Garfield is just like a non-fancy domestic Sonic.
Okay, this is wild. That's such a bold claim.
Okay,
possibly the hottest take you've ever had.
Sonic is like Garfield.
Okay.
Knuckles is John. Tails is Odie.
Yeah, that of course makes sense.
Tails is totally Odie.
I think they're just the same.
Dr. Robotnik is Mondays.
Okay, interesting. Where's the fan fiction for this?
We haven't written it yet.
Should we?
Actually, if I could, I just pull up, boom, just notebooks and scribbles.
Chili dogs are lasagna?
Yeah.
That's easy.
Sonic and Garfield are the same creature.
What are the emeralds?
Normal.
Okay. I feel
Is
like
it normal or Nurgle?
I don't, the second one should be illegal.
Nurgle?
Yeah, that doesn't sound
That's how I
right.
think it's Nurgle.
No, that sounds like a slur.
Nurgle. No, wait, normal. They both don't sound right.
What about the
What
kid?
is Garfield's little fuck friend's name?
I don't even remember this character.
He's a little gray cat that always causes him problems.
Everything apparently caused him problems.
No, it's
The
specifically
cat hated Mondays
this little
and
gray
didn't have
cat.
a job. And I sent this on Twitter once. How did he hate Mondays? He didn't even go to work. And someone said, because that's when John goes to work
and he's
then,
gone.
But then
Yeah.
they were like, John works from home. Is that why he's mad? John never leaves.
And he wants some goddamn alone time with a lasagna. Don't we all just want you fellow listeners listening to my voice right now?
Time.
Don't you just want a little alone time with a lasagna by yourself at the end of a hard day?
Do I fuck the lasagna?
If it's your personal time with the lasagna, you can
Piping
do it.
hot?
Who said it had to be piping hot?
No one wants to fuck a cold lasagna.
I mean,
and
nobody
again,
said it's cold.
As with liquids,
Maybe you took it out.
You have 15 minutes.
Maybe if you
And you don't want to have your dick
you've taken the lasagna out of the oven and it's been sitting for like 30 minutes. So like it's warm, you can cut it and it still maintains its shape.
Shockingly hot. You know this.
Everything's
Pasta
shockingly
and
hot.
Coffee.
Pussy is shockingly hot when I stick my dick in it.
That's not good.
Shockingly hot all
You
the
gotta
time.
stop fucking those flu victims.
Flu victims? So pretty much everyone I know?
When was the last time you had the flu?
When I got my flu shot earlier this week and I had the flu for a fucking whole day.
That's why I don't get flu shots.
It has never happened to me before. I've always been this huge guy who's been like, get a flu shot, get a flu shot, get a fucking flu shot. But people are like, it gives you the flu. It doesn't. What I've figured out is it doesn't give you the flu.
Okay, Dr. Slim. I don't care about that. I just
you can't call me that in America. South America, you can call me that.
I haven't had the flu like in a long time, and I haven't
it's
had
been
a flu
a long
shot
time
since I had to like.
I get a
them.
flu shot.
Since that judge was like, you must be injected with flu syndrome.
I have to get a flu shot because of this thing. Because if I get the flu, I'm gonna die.
Your heart
apparently.
will die?
Yeah,
Wow.
apparently. And so I've always been like, stupid fucking people. You don't get the flu from the flu shot. But I swear to God, I got this flu shot, and like 4 hours later, I'm laying on my couch. I'm like that hot and cold, where like you're shivering, but you're covered in 40 blankets.
Yeah.
And then like all I wanted to drink was like Sprite and Gatorade. I didn't want any food. I was
That's
just
what it
tired.
is. Big Flu is in cahoots with Sprite and Gatorade and chicken noodle soup.
So are you implying that when you get the flu shot, it sends you into this super aggravated state where because of the chemical makeup of the flu shot, it makes your body want Gatorade, Sprite, and chicken noodle soup more?
Yeah.
At least not. It's not a conspiracy that's hurting anybody.
Yeah, none
so
of mine
I can
are.
stand behind it.
Yeah, just like Flat Earth. That doesn't hurt anybody.
It doesn't.
So get on board, baby.
Get on board, baby. It's a donut-shaped Earth.
What about
It's a skeletal bat-shaped Earth.
what about the like little nerdy kid from Boy Meets World?
What, the main character, Corey?
No, the little nerdy friend that everybody picked on. The nerd, the typical dork, the Poindexter.
What was his name?
Minkus?
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 Like
Minkus.
Charles Minkus?
Minkus.
Minkus?
Minkus.
What did Mr. Feeney have to say about this?
Don't even imply that Feeney was inappropriate with any of those children.
I would never.
It was
imply that
clearly
Feeney
the
was
kid
inappropriate.
that Sean
Feeney
lived
was a
with
stand-up.
briefly.
Feeney was a stand-up man, and I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
I'll stand by Mr. Feeney until I die.
Yeah, well, is he alive?
Yeah,
We gotta get better.
he's so old.
We need to
but,
hire
like,
one person
just a fact checker.
for all the things we do by ourselves, because this is a two-man operation. A lot of days it's a one-man operation.
And when it's a
we
two-man,
need one person who just fact checks deaths. So if you hear this,
if you're hearing this and you think you can fact check,
but you can't look it up, you just have to know.
Yeah,
so if you have an encyclopedia,
you can come sit with us in the dungeon while we record, and we won't acknowledge you at all. We won't say hi to you when we show up. We won't say bye when we leave. You won't get paid anything, but you'll get to sit here and listen to the show as it happens, and we'll just look over to you when there is a death-related question.
We'll look hard at
you
you, and
acknowledge you.
You got 5 seconds.
You got 5 seconds before we start kicking you in the ribs for being a shitty, terrible intern.
You don't want to know what happens when you're wrong.
Yeah, when you're
because if we come on here and with how factual we constantly are, to a fault, I'd say we're always right, and we refuse to spread anything that might be conceived as
100% agree with this.
incorrect. If we go out here saying Mr. Feeney's dead and he's alive and kicking, that ruins the brand.
That ruins everything. Do you know how bad that makes you look as a listener?
Oh yeah.
Because you're listening to this slanderous
do you know
bullshit.
How much shit I've realized recently, listening to podcasts, reading shit, whatever, I just regurgitate it. I never look into anything. It's a problem with the world right now. If we can get on our
if we can get onto some dad shit real quick.
But I'll just like say, someone will say something and I'll be like, oh yeah. Like literally, if someone was like, I loved Boy Meets World, I'll be like, did you hear Feeney died? And then they're like, oh my God. And this is how it spreads. And then Feeney's alive and kicking and he's like, everybody thinks I'm dead.
I'm pretty sure.
What about Minkus?
Minkus?
Minkus.
Like a mink?
Like a
mink stole?
Us. At the top, it's just Minkus.
Mink. At the top.
The Lil Reese song. He's okay.
He's all right. Didn't he get shot in the throat?
Yeah, did
Is
you
he
see
dead?
that? No, that's what I mean. He's okay. He
Okay,
wants $1 million
we know that.
for the interview.
I saw that.
Crowdsource it. Deep dive. Lil Reese. $1 million.
That's the best idea you've ever had, actually.
GoFundMe. Whatever we have to do.
Patreon.com/dapperdad's. Help us interview Lil Reese.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of subscribers. Let's pop a quick $1 million tier just for the Lil Reese interview.
If
anyone's interested. Could you imagine?
If someone just donated $1 million to us and we wasted it on a Lil Reese interview.
We're millionaires for 10 minutes and I'm on the phone with Lil Reese like, we got the money.
Hey, maybe we could do something. You're like, no, Lil Reese.
We got to deliver for the people. But Minkus, at the top, it's just Minkus. The creepy teacher was the one that Sean lived with for a bit that rode motorcycles and would always wear his helmet. And the cool teacher,
there was some any teacher that's like the cool
women.
Teacher. There's something weird going on there.
I mean, again, we don't want to. We already outed Maury, and I read today in the paper he's canceled because of us.
Yeah, which is you hate to see it happen.
Yeah, we're big Maury fans, but I mean,
we can't stand by social injustice. That is a big part of our brand. We have to absolutely stay. We might be disgusting, but we're gonna stand up for what's right. God damn it,
you have to. So we're canceling
Maury,
and
Minkus?
unfortunately, no, Minkus is okay. I think we gotta someone. Get Minkus in touch with us.
Let us know if Minkus is
Do you think he was
right.
just riding a high of pussy?
Minkus?
off of Boy Meets World? He's adjacent enough. Minkus was a central character for the whole... Well, did he go to college with him? That show was crazy to grow up with.
Yeah.
I feel like we've talked about this
because I
before.
just started rewatching it the other day, and like they're so young in the beginning of it. Like
you can jump
babies.
in whenever, and you're
it's
at
still
home.
good.
You're at home
it's
with
still a good place
it was
to
good,
be.
Yeah, even when they went to college and shit, and I was like a little younger than that.
I said, there you go.
Or
There's another reason for Disney Plus, not just Simpsons all the time. I have Boy Meets World at my fingertip whenever I want.
Well, that's fine. Make sure that they have the episode where Corey drunk drives, because that one like never gets aired. I understand.
Well, they took the Michael Jackson Simpsons episode away like a bunch of fuckers.
You know how like every show has an episode that just doesn't get to be aired because we can't handle it anymore when it aired like a long time ago.
There was like
Boy Meets World was a kid show, and he has an episode where he drunk drives and he drives too slow because he's drunk, and that's why he gets pulled over. So that taught me as a kid, you drinking and driving, which we don't agree with, floor that motherfucker, 80 and a 30.
Ram it.
They're never going to be like, that guy's drunk. It only happens if you drive slow. And Corey's dad is very upset with him.
Very upset with him, as he should be.
Yeah,
because that's what a good dad does. He doesn't just scream at you and beat you. And
it was always like, I wish
about the issues.
Typical white dad was my dad.
As your dad's beating the fuck out of you.
Yeah, it's my dad's like, you better drink and drive right now.
I can't believe you're sober in my house right now.
Yeah, that's how I learned to drive.
There was a episode. You made me think of this. There was an episode of Hannibal they wouldn't play on TV because it was about a woman who abducted kids and like tried to make her own family, and then like 2 weeks before the episode came out, that exact same thing happened in the news. And so NBC was like, yeah, I don't think we can put this show about Hannibal Lecter out on the air this week.
Yeah,
sorry,
when you
guys.
have SVU where the tails are ripped from the
headlines and they're like, any semblance to anything, blah, blah, blah.
It just happens to be. Is that show still on?
SVU?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure. I know it's syndicated.
I still love that show.
I don't know if they're making new episodes. I think Ice-T. Is it Ice-T or Ice Cube?
Ice-T.
Ice-T's got other things to do. Can you imagine Ice Cube being on SVU?
No.
Just looking real pissed off at all the rapists.
Although he also played a cop in 21 Jump Street.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's weird. I love that Ice-T played a cop. People forget about Cop Killer by Body Count.
Yeah.
And then I watched, because like that song's not on streaming, weirdly enough. I hate that we just like, these things existed in a different time, and erasing them seems like more of an injustice.
The best way that I can put it is that there's...
too many snowflakes, can we say?
Can we just say it? Too many goddamn crybabies out there. No one cares about your safe space.
There's a couple of middle-aged white men.
Nothing but cucks out here.
Nothing but cucks. Too many cucks in the kitchen.
Too many cucks. The new show from the Dapper Dad. No, I think, and this is my opinion, because like they didn't put Song of the South on the Disney Plus or whatever for reasons.
Interesting.
But to me, it's like Warner Brothers put out a thing a few years ago where they showed like their early cartoons, like the early racist ones, and they put out a disclaimer in front of it saying that like, yes, this is wrong,
but it's
this
history.
is not. But they said to erase it from history is the same as denying that it ever happened.
And we're so good at erasing history.
Yeah, we're perfect at erasing history.
Yes. Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving? Because it's stained in the blood and tears of people from this country. Indigenous people? I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
Indigenous,
anymore.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm very PC.
Native Americans.
No, I don't. I think it's supposed to be indigenous.
No, you can say Native Americans.
I think you're supposed to say
you
indigenous.
can't say Indians.
Well, you said it now, and we're I'm just saying.
Now
we're
as good
as
Maury.
Where's Connie Chung at?
She's waiting to blow us right outside.
Oh,
she heard about what we did to her.
She
heard about what we did to her husband, and she kind of liked it.
Yeah, she's a cuck.
No, Maury would be the cuck.
No, we're fucking Maury.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
You hate to have to
I'd love to see
film
it
and upload it to
Yeah,
pornhub.com/dapperdads.
You hate to upload it with a hidden button camera on your shirt while Maury Povich blows you. But
a hidden butt camera?
If you can
so
find
he's
such a
blowing
thing.
you and I just have my asshole pointed at him and
Well,
I'm like, nothing to see
Yeah,
because
you would like to get your salad tossed is the implication there.
No, I like my salad days. Glad that went over well. I didn't know what that was for like 23 years. I just knew it as a minor threat. 7-inch? Yeah.
Is it a 7-inch?
Yeah, because they only had one album? I don't remember.
Minor Threat only had one album?
Something like that. They had just had collections. You know how sometimes musicians make it so fucking difficult where you're like, so is it one album? They're like, well, it was an EP and 2 7-inches, the first 2, we're on the porch.
Yeah, like with all the Atmosphere shit that I try to find, and they're like, the Lost EP collection, the Secret EP collection. Untitled 7-inch.
When are we? No, it's just the Sad Clown Bad Dub 1 through 14. I think.
Is it 14? Are we up to 14?
But
in
9.
the Sad Clowns?
Well, they stopped doing them, and 9 through 14 are on streaming. But 2 is incredible, and one of them's just a 7-inch with 2 songs that I own. So yeah, it's just like, when do we start making our episodes more difficult? Then
I think we should start immediately.
Well, what do we do?
We take the episode, we chop it up into 5 or 6 different pieces and release the different pieces on different streaming platforms. So we get part of the episode on Spotify, part of it on YouTube, part of it on Stitcher, part of it on Podbean, part of it exclusive to Apple. We got to sign an exclusive Apple deal. And then part of it on Google Podcast app. So that way...
no one will listen.
Yeah, but you have to if you want to get the whole episode. We always put the ending on the Google Podcast, so they got to work the hardest to go get it.
Why don't we sign exclusive rights with everybody then, if we're given just a little piece?
I mean, that's the implication.
We'll give you
everybody comes to
5
us.
pieces, so you always get the second piece or the third piece exclusively here. I would love to sit in a meeting and pitch this. I would love to sit in a meeting and watch us.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even going to say streaming sites. I'm going to say we're going to pull in early 2000s and go with secret websites where you got to go through and hear like a 30-second sample of it.
That.
And then like you got to buy a CD-ROM that opens up a secret website. 8 tracks. We released the show on 8
floppy
tracks.
discs.
Beta.
You know how much data can be stored on a floppy disk?
1.7 megabytes, is it?
Yeah, so it'll be like 320 floppy disks
of the show.
Just like a big.
We
don't go wide on the box.
We
just
go long.
Yeah,
just looks like one of those 99 packs of PBRs, but it's just floppy disks.
Yeah, you could have went
with a third of an episode on it.
Yeah, you're just like, and then we
just popping them in.
Went to the bar. We got drunk. Dicked. Shit. Balls.
And it's like, God damn it, are these out of order or not?
Oh yeah, they come out of order.
No,
they're
all
not labeled.
They're not labeled. They're numbered. They're all just black floppies where we've ripped the label off the front where it looks like we had some writing that might help you out down.
And a couple we took that silver part, the whole
just popped it out.
Yeah, we just took it off.
It's gone.
It'll probably still work. Get an old computer.
You know that's how they
course.
caught the BTK killer.
Oh yeah,
with the floppy disk.
Yeah,
because he was like,
he submitted it to them
because he asked the cops because he was like, can you trace this? And they're like, no.
That's That's possibly the best like
how they caught someone.
Yeah, what an arrogant piece of garbage to be like, will you be able to catch it from this? Yeah, like they're gonna be like, yes. Oh, let me find a more obscure.
Or you want to talk about an arrogant piece of shit when they went to go pick him up. Well, I hate to boast.
You hate to see it. The State Line's most arrogant piece of shit.
Oh, the State Line's biggest, most arrogant piece of shit, and Rockford's #1 swinger
In the same room?
Oh my God!
Women
How did
are
we plan
wet.
this? Women are wet with tears because they hate us
Men
so
are
much.
wet with anger.
Men are wet with anger, and they are making noises that sounds like pigs being slaughtered. They are hitting their wives because of us.
Ugh, I hate to be a part of it.
You hate to know what's happening.
I think for an even more exclusive experience for our true fans, 10 cars circling cities,
Okay.
playing their section. Ubers. Let's partner with Uber.
Or
They're a great
Lyft.
company. They've never done anything wrong.
Has Lyft done anything wrong?
Yes, Lyft is terrible.
Oh, okay.
Uber, flawless, never had anything wrong.
As of the day of recording, we want to say that.
9 Uber drivers.
Mm-hmm.
You got to ride.
In
And
the
then-
9 Ubers.
Yeah, and you hope for chronological order, but think
You
about
never
that.
know. Yeah.
One not an Uber driver, but in the area looks like a Uber driver.
It's a guy driving around. He
Wrong
has
Uber.
an Uber sticker.
Yeah.
But he is not.
No.
He stole
You'll
that.
know.
He
You'll
stole
know.
that.
Yeah, he stole it. So yeah, you got to get in these 9 Ubers and this guy Jerry that's driving around. Then you get the full episode. What do
I
you
think that's perfect.
Or shout out Remo Drive. They did this with their new album. The singer signed up for Uber and would just play you the album before it came out. I thought this was actually like
That's
a
not
really
a bad
cool
idea. Yeah.
So we sign up for Uber.
During the week, play the episode before it comes out.
Right. For everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you happen to get in, you're like, oh my God, we got the Dapper Dads
What
experience.
the fuck is this?
Yeah, for the fans that figure out how to get in our car, we don't play shit for you.
No.
We're trying to get new people.
Classical music.
Could you imagine being an Uber driver and just playing this? People are like, could you turn on some music? Be like, it's broken.
I'll be, no hablo inglés, and you're very white.
Yeah, and it sounds just like
no hablo inglés.
And it's this episode.
Yeah,
it's this part
section
right
in a soul.
And even right now they're like, this is literally you guys crafting this idea.
Yeah, and
you're
you talking about what I'm currently going through. Am I a wizard?
you roll up a
Am I God?
You roll up a
I
partition.
flip the car.
You roll up a partition, but it's you taping a cardboard box up. And then they're like, now I can't hear it in here. Stab holes in it.
Yeah.
Air holes.
Air holes so
It's
the
the
people
back
can
of
breathe.
your car.
You cannot breathe in it.
Oh, it's weird.
It's so weird
A
back
known
there.
issue that Toyota won't respond to.
A known issue that Toyota won't respond to. Time goes slower, sound is canceled out, and everything is wet.
Yeah. But yeah, I like that idea. So let's become Uber drivers.
Okay. Let's start our own driving company.
Okay.
Dapper Dad Dash.
I like it. We'll shorten it to Dash over time.
The Dapper Dash.
We'll just Dash.
Just Dash.
DoorDash. That sounds like a great name. Never heard anything like that.
DoorDash.
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 Because we drive you to your
Okay.
drop off.
Okay.
Wait for it. You go in. We kick the fucking door in, and then we leave.
As
DoorDash.
soon as you
Yeah.
close it, we're
But-
waiting in the bushes, waiting to hear the lock turn.
No. We're in the car. You're going to the door. You're not thinking anything of it because how often do you get out of an Uber and look back at it? Like, that's dead. I'll never see that
Which you
person
should
again.
be doing, I
You
feel
should.
like. Having a stranger drop you off at your house?
Yeah, you should never be dropped off at your house also. But yeah, so you go up to your door. You're not looking back. We're not even out of the car. You open the door, you close, and we just do the dash to the door as fast as we fucking
And I'm wearing
can.
my size 14 docs, and
Yeah,
I just
kick that fucker.
But it's a real thin door. It's like a bedroom door that somebody's
Your
put
foot
on their
gets
front.
caught?
Yeah, my foot gets stuck
You're
in
like,
it.
I need help. I will give you 1 star. They're like, I'm never going to use this service again. Actually, it's not even a service.
You
I
owe
don't
me a
even have an
fucking
app for
door.
this. I thought you were Uber, but you're not.
You're
like,
not?
Dash, it's
I had to
Dash.
listen to your podcast that you're clearly on because that's your
I
voice.
thought you couldn't speak English.
Oh.
I can when my foot's stuck in a door. You'd be surprised how often this comes up. You get your foot out, you're like, gracias.
Oh, I hit my head when I put my foot in the door, and now I can
And
speak
that's
perfect
your
English.
fault. That's called a lawsuit. That's
Like
exhibit
when you
A.
that's
when your foot's in the
exhibit
door.
A through C as far as I'm concerned.
mean, yeah.
You know, like when you get into a coma and you come out with a British accent, it's a lot like that.
Yeah.
With the Dapper Dad, help Slim speak English again by letting him put his foot through your door.
Yeah. And make sure to tip.
You got to tip.
Yeah. Tips are huge for Dash.
Tip on gang.
For DoorDash, the tips are huge.
Stinky gang.
Stinky. Yeah. Our cars smell horrible. We'll pull up in what can only be considered a jalopy. And the steering wheel
A
flies
real
off.
lemon, if you will. A lemon lime.
Yeah, who can we partner with? You know, have you ever
Sprite.
been? Of course. Have you ever been in an Uber where they offer you like snacks or anything? I always see
I've
this
heard
on
of it, but
social
I've
media.
never been in
I'm always
one.
in just your run-of-the-mill Uber.
I was watching some show when they were making fun of Uber, and the guy was like, care for a tiny water I've had in my trunk for 3 weeks? And it's like, no one's ever offered me food or drink in their car.
Yeah,
Which doesn't surprise me. I'm not going to offer strangers to eat in my nice car.
No,
like,
especially because, like I said, I'm giving 5 stars.
yeah.
Except for like
I'm giving
2
5
times
stars.
in my
Yeah,
life.
if you just shut the fuck up, you're getting 5 stars.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
Or if
to
I
it.
want to talk, or if the music is good. Yeah, I'm giving you 5 stars is my base. You have to really. I think I gave 1 star one time, and the guy stabbed me.
Yeah,
why.
that's why.
At the
You
beginning
mean it
of
wasn't?
the ride.
You mean it wasn't the lady with the cooler?
No, she was fine. Were you in that deaf Uber in Madison too?
Yeah, that's the same
Was it
one.
the same
yeah,
one?
it was the
I've
same
taken
lady.
a lot of Ubers out
Yeah,
there.
because she was deaf.
Yeah.
But then it seemed like she could hear us.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, at first I was like, "Why is he doing a light air quote? Just one hand air quote." Too.
I was saying because I hate.
So it's open ended.
I
hope
hate
you
to
end
be.
this
I hate to
quote
be
soon.
that.
Oh my
guy.
god, this is gonna be long. Okay, there it is. That newspaper journalist is gonna be pissed.
Starting another one. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget you have to.
You got to do 2
You gotta
quotes.
close them. Yeah, you gotta keep that shit tight.
You got
because
to
you're
quote
always
unquote.
being,
You can't. If you just say quote, then everything you say from there on is
I know.
part of the quote.
Oh yeah, for like 2 years I left it open ended quote, and then a New Yorker article came out, and it was
yeah,
just
it
everything
was
I'd
so
said in 3
thick.
years.
It was on a bunch of floppy drives going all the way to the
Yeah.
other end of the room.
That journalist in the headline used that funny thing we said earlier, but I forgot. You know those callbacks where you're
Yeah.
like, "What was it?"
Oh yeah.
I've never gotten anything. I feel like I always see food and drink in the car, like just for them. Like I think the last Uber I took in Chicago, we got in the wrong one, and then we got in the right one, and the lady just had a bunch of like a box of, I don't know, like maybe like a Taco Bell box, $5
Was she
box.
offering? Oh, I thought you meant like a party pack of tacos, and she was
Oh
like,
my
offer. How
God.
nice would that
I'd be
be?
like, how do I get more stars? I would tip that.
Okay, what's better? Uber that picks you up with a party pack of tacos and offers you tacos, or an Uber that picks you up with a 30 rack of the White Castle sliders and offers you sliders?
I gotta go White Castle because it's more exotic to us, but Taco Bell is also safe. I thought you were gonna ask about that time I caught that taco in the club.
No, I don't
one
need to.
always
I don't need to
wins.
hear you stroke your dick more about catching that taco in the
always
club.
wins.
It does always win.
It's rare. I feel like
It's one of the rarest things that can happen to a person. I feel like.
I would say so.
I would say it's equivocal to meeting a unicorn, not seeing a unicorn, meeting a unicorn.
Oh, like shaking hands with it?
Hooves. What the fuck is wrong with you? Haven't you ever seen a unicorn?
Are you telling me unicorns don't have hands?
They have hooves.
I'm pretty sure.
You're
they
thinking
have
of
hands.
centaurs.
No, I beat the shit out of a centaur.
How? It's got 6 legs. And
Yeah.
4 of them are horse strength.
But if you had 6 legs, you know it would be difficult to coordinate all those.
But they've
Especially
been
you.
doing it
You're
their whole life.
traditionally big and stupid.
I'm traditionally large and dumb. Get it straight.
Was that it?
Yeah. Big and stupid implies that I can change. Large and dumb implies I'm stuck like that forever.
Oh yeah, you're fuck. What was I gonna say? Ignorant, but I almost said impotent.
I
Which
am
one's
that
right?
too.
Yeah, which one's right here?
Both ignorant, impotent.
I'm pretty impotent when it comes to learning.
I'm pretty impotent when it
Guess that
comes.
still works.
I'm pretty impotent when it comes to the facts of life.
I'm pretty impotent when it comes to coming.
I'm pretty impotent when it comes.
Yeah, it still comes soft.
I'm pretty impotent.
You just pull out your soft penis and it ejaculates
That's the worst.
because of a cold breeze.
Yeah.
It's been chilly out.
Or she says something really fucked up, like I'm ready to break up when you're inside of her, and it's like that. You want to have this? I mean, I've been feeling it for weeks, but like, you want to have this conversation now? I thought we could just keep like having angry.
You're
sex
talking about
and,
when
like,
she yells at your penis, right?
No,
Doesn't
that's
look
the
at
only way
you.
I
She's
can
just
get
like,
off.
Hey, this thing sucks.
This
Flicks
isn't
it a little
working
bit.
for me. Yeah, like those like weird, like when you're scrolling through
Yep.
Pornhub. Yeah, like when you're scrolling through. I was scrolling through Pornhub earlier this week, and I saw because every now and again, I will go out on a limb and say that 2019 has taught me that Pornhub is the superior porn site.
Thank you.
I like
I'm
what
glad
I
we
like.
finally
I
came
like
around.
what I like.
I'm gonna
I
find-
like my XNXX. But Pornhub is the superior quality website. But every now and again, they throw me a curveball because I feel like there's some kind of
can't-
algorithm to Pornhub.
Yeah, they do a lot of weird curveballs. My 2 big things are recommended for you is weird.
It's
and
always
it's never
weird.
what I.
No, it's
not
never
what I
what I
like to be
wanna watch,
recommended.
no.
Like if someone came up to me at a wine and cheese tasting and was like, amateur lesbian, I'd be like, yeah, but it's not like my thing.
Right.
It's that- you know
like
what I
I
mean?
go up to a wine and
It's like
cheese.
someone comes up and they're like, "You hear a rap album?" And you're like,
I
"Yeah,
have.
I'm a big fan, but like we
You
could
mean
get."
some rap songs by Earl Sweatshirt? And it's like,
Yeah.
no, who the fuck is that?
And then the recently uploaded. I don't think that should be included on that first page.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of recently
Because it goes like
uploaded.
most viewed, hottest videos, little recommendation
Just
for you.
And then
Recently uploaded. And recently uploaded
it
should
can be
never
anything.
be.
It can be everything.
And it's before.
There was a Rick and Morty episode on my recently uploaded the other day.
Watch a lot of.
That's how I've been watching Rick
Logan
and Morty
Paul
is on Pornhub.
Fucking fight was recently uploaded because it's also like before things are caught.
Yeah.
So I think they have some sort of like
we're
filter.
on Pornhub, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on there.
I stopped updating it. It's a lot of work, but we'll throw something up on there.
We'll throw something new on.
It had a lot of good. It was like all thumbs up, like 100% positive,
that's
and like
great.
some views. So I feel like people were like, "Huh."
Pleasantly
you know
surprised to find a nice
I have
smutty
my
podcast.
dick in my hand.
These two guys talking about dicks.
What I
make
realized
it work.
for Pornhub and what I wanted to do on YouTube, but I'm one man and I'm severely stressed is an understatement. Let's just say my anus is bleeding.
Profusely?
Define profusely.
Like, if I looked right now, it's like a little chocolate fountain of blood.
No, I stuff. Anyway.
We'll look at it after the show.
You should.
You need me to pack some things for you?
You're gonna faint.
I always faint.
You get woozy.
I
just smoked 6 blunts and now I'm woozy. That's coming soon, I think. Well, it's not.
Maybe I don't know. If we're talking between the two of us, people who have fainted more often than not, you've come closer to fainting than I have.
I've never fainted though.
But you've come close to it.
I think I do, but now I'm starting to think
The only time I ever thought I was going to faint around you was after Pusha T's set at the Red Bull show last year when I was wearing like those 3 sweaters and just screaming.
I was gonna say, that wasn't really a faintable experience.
No, but like I felt
you don't
really
live
like
as crazy as I do.
Nah, you don't necessarily live crazy. You got a pretty mundane life when we're not doing the shit that we do.
Yeah, but then I cram pack it into 1 to 2 days, and then I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Yeah.
So I'm winning here is what I need you to
That flu
admit.
made me feel like I was gonna faint. You know, like when you stand up
And
and
you've never fainted?
I've been knocked out. I've had a concussion,
we've all been
but
knocked out and concussed.
we've all been concussed.
Yeah.
We've
What
all
were
been
we talking
we've all been concummed. Concummed? Is that where you get a concussion and you come at the same time?
That probably happens.
I would hate that. Feels like a wasted orgasm.
You probably don't know.
I mean, when I wake up from being concussed and there's cum in my pants, I'm gonna know.
Anything could have happened. Imagine you get concussed.
Did you tell me somebody came in my pants while I was concussed?
Imagine.
I'd rather not.
I lost all my friends that night that the robber broke in and wet my bed.
Yeah, you're always talking about how you used to have friends with people.
I used to have friends with people.
How many of us?
The real friends. Yeah, if you wake up and someone has camed in your pants.
Someone camed in my pants?
Yeah, say you wake
He does.
Say you wake up. Yeah, that guy's bad for you. Say you wake up from a concussion and there's a man standing up, zipping up his pants, walking away, and there's cum like clearly to where.
I would assume he tried to butt fuck me.
You think so?
I would assume I got date raped.
That implies that you have to be on a date. I don't want to be insensitive.
But no, it's
'cause
implied. It's
so-
implied
that you were on a date. So you're
I got-
saying that you?
if I woke up,
let's keep Everybody turned off. So you're saying that you. So you're saying that you got concussed and a man decided to take you out on a date in that moment. Wait. Let me continue.
I'm just gonna knock your fucking Yeti over.
This is not a Yeti. I'm anti-Yeti. This was given to me and the company logo peeled off. It's an R with a bear in it. Fact check. Where's our dead fact checker?
Where's our stupid
not our
fact
dead
checker?
but
our death fact.
So does that imply? And I'm gonna get back to the dating. Concussion.
Okay.
Does that imply if we have a death fact checker that if someone's not dead, they go kill them? Because I like that premise a lot more.
I think they have to because we cannot be wrong.
Right.
We cannot be wrong in any
24
way,
hours
shape, or
to
form.
kill.
And if not, we kill you.
Okay.
Let's make it a week like The Ring. Give them a week.
But then I feel like, well, yeah, because
what if the person's on like the other side of the world?
And the episode.
What if I'm like, is Werner Herzog dead? And they got to fly to Berlin to kill him?
They signed up. And the episodes do come out a week. So, yeah, you have a 1 week.
Yeah.
It's very Ring-esque.
I think that's
We're
fair.
going to send you some grainy black and white visuals.
Footage of us.
It's just begotten.
Of us just, oh my. I love that reference. Thank you. That made me so happy. That's the happiest you've made me on the show this year.
Wow. Coming in on the buzzer as I usually do. Yeah. People talk about that.
About God cutting his guts out with a razor blade. And the soundtrack is just bugs.
Yeah. Poor Mother Earth. She never had a chance.
No.
So then, now back to the date. You get a concussion. We'll leave that open.
The only podcast that goes from begotten to date rape talk in 5 seconds.
I want to stop saying that.
It's the word.
Yeah, but I'm trying.
If I'm unconscious and I wake up and there's a man walking away and I feel came in my pants, I've been Brock Turnered. That's all there is to it.
Okay, let's try to steer away from all that unpleasantry. What I'm saying is, if you pass out, you're concussed, you're out. A man comes up, notices all of you.
I am.
All lovely and not big and ignorant and impotent you are.
Just because I'm big and ignorant and impotent doesn't mean I'm not lovable.
Right. If you're unconscious, no one knows how truly awful it is to spend time with you.
Because the face looks good.
Sees you, you're unconscious, he's not doing anything, grabs a picnic basket, comes over.
Does he just have this in his car?
No.
Where am I concussed?
A little bit, a park. Just for convenience. Where do you want to be concussed? Give it to me. I'll figure this out.
You know what? I'm going to say I want to be concussed behind an Olive Garden.
Perfect. So you get concussed behind an Olive Garden because you were trying to dig through the dumpster and they
trying to get breadsticks, and
Yes.
then the lid shuts down on my neck and concusses me.
No, they just threw a big serving tray and it concussed you.
Of their microwavable food.
Yes, a
That was
tray
still
of
frozen.
chicken parmesan, 2 for 1.
Oh, don't hurt the little man by saying they're throwing chicken parm in the garbage.
He's not around anymore. It
Sad.
doesn't matter. So you're concussed outside the back of an Olive Garden. This normal gentleman strolling through the Olive Garden alley. He notices that you're concussed, thinks you're a beefcake of sorts, pops into the Olive Garden real quick, asks for a picnic basket.
Does Olive Garden have picnic baskets?
They have to have one.
Like a basket somewhere.
Yeah, right. A basket, he gets a tablecloth, picnic basket. It's not.
Is that all it takes?
Yes.
So could I take a laundry hamper and put a tablecloth in it and it's a picnic basket?
I wouldn't recommend it, but I would say, I think it has to close on the top, traditionally.
Okay.
But yes, any sort of
What if I have a wicker chest?
That's perfect.
And stuff it full of old blankets that I've camed on.
Okay, now
'Cause I
we're
need
getting
to
away
wash
from
them.
the picnic.
Anyway,
So he comes in, candles, wine,
from the Olive Garden. Bought the bottle
course,
there.
breadsticks, stole the bottle, breadsticks,
Good man.
basket, tablecloth, comes out.
2
You're
chicken
still,
parms.
yeah, you're still unconscious. He flutters out the tablecloth, sets up the candles, the wine. He eats. He has what he considers a great conversation with you, kind of one-sided, but he thinks you're just nervous. It's going so well that he stands up and jerks off into your pants.
I feel like I'm missing a step in here somewhere.
You've never been on a good date.
I've never been so confident on a date that I felt I could jack off on the person.
Well, yeah.
A first date.
Well,
with a picnic basket? That implies a certain level of classiness that implies I'm not going to be whipping my dick out at any point.
No, if you have enough class, you can whip your dick out. And he says, being a good person, if you're opposed to this, say, no, thank you. No, I don't want this. If I will take silence as an agreement to continue. He gives you 5 minutes, which I think is too long.
That's a healthy giving amount of time, though, I feel
but
like.
just to sit in silence?
I mean, hey,
for you to approve.
Consent is consent.
Yeah, he's working on it. He didn't hear anything. He gave you clear guidelines for how he wished to proceed. You agreed on his terms.
But I feel like because I'm passed out, I can't agree to anything.
I mean, there's a lot of gray area.
Because to me, this feels like everything. The man has made up everything about our relationship in his head. Because I've had.
Are you going to try and tell me that the man who's strolling down Olive Garden Alley, that being the alley behind the Olive Garden, not the topical names that we give streets sometimes when there's one thing on it? And I'm like, did we have to dedicate a street in our city to
call it the
Olive
Taco
Garden
Bell
Road?
Grande Avenue?
Yeah. So he's strolling through the alley behind the Olive Garden. You're saying that this man is just making things up in his head and then coming in your pants?
I don't want to slight anyone's character, but I believe he may be.
I mean, that's fair assessment from someone who's unconscious because he's trying to eat garbage breadsticks.
I don't judge you for what you do in your free time, so why do you got to judge me?
I'm not judging. I'm saying sometimes in a scenario, people will look down upon you because they're going to say you're asking for it.
Well,
I don't want to be that guy.
wow.
I'm not saying it. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not agreeing with it. I'm trying to let you know what people are going to say.
Wow. Well, those
I'm
people
a white
are
man
monsters.
who's saying that I don't agree with it, but giving it all the leverage and saying in this scenario it's right. Anyway, I feel like this is getting misconstrued. A man comes in your pants while you're unconscious. I don't think you were date raped.
I was molested at least.
Oh, you're super molested.
Yeah.
Crazy molested.
Crazy amount of
Where does he have to come in your pants to where you know it's not from your own penis?
Anywhere that isn't my crotch.
Okay, so like low
So
down.
like if I got cum on the side of my leg here, I know that wasn't me. My dick doesn't reach that far.
Okay.
I shoot onto my stomach. I can't shoot on the side of my leg.
Have you tried? Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, thank you.
You got big things in the works.
Hopefully.
So yeah, this man comes on the side of your pants while you're unconscious. I forgot why we got here.
I don't know what we're doing here. I just know that we are
You know
here.
that we just live here.
Yeah, we
and
live
move
here now.
quickly.
Let's move somewhere else.
Okay, so yeah, if you're unconscious and someone comes in your pants, that's it. I don't know what our initial point was.
Yeah, I don't know what.
But I
don't know
know
what the
that
payoff
man,
here is.
if you weren't unconscious, that would have been a great date. Agree or disagree? If you
Honestly,
happen
man,
to
yeah,
be,
that sounds. I
if
would
he
love
came
if
up to
somebody
you and
would
you were
take
in the
me out like that.
dumpster and he was like, "Hey, don't look in the dumpster. Look towards me," and then he shoots you in your fucking face.
I was gonna say that's a bold first. That's a tight. I would go for that. Like if I was digging in a dump and like a beautiful woman came up to me and she was like, "Don't sell yourself short," and then she shoots me in the fucking face.
A perfect date.
A perfect date.
As you
I
hold
die.
the pieces of your head.
Another man is dead, so therefore it was a good date.
Right. Yeah. A woman gets.
I'm not
wet.
saying that all men should be dead.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, but it would be a good date if a man came up, didn't shoot you in the face.
Didn't
He
shoot me
saved
in the
the
face.
shooting for later, if you know what I mean.
If you're
Huge
picking up-
wink.
I mean, yeah, I'll let him come all over the side of my leg later if he takes me out on a nice Olive Garden picnic.
Yeah, I think.
If I was dumpster diving and a beautiful woman came up and she was like, "What are you doing digging in the dumpster? Come on." And then like took me in the Olive Garden and like fed me and was like really nice to me and everything.
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
that's just taking you into the Olive Garden.
But
I mean,
what
that's
if,
still very.
But what if
nice.
halfway through she's like, "This is for sure a date"?
Yeah. You're saying it's not?
I mean, like at first you made it sound like it's not a date if she's pulling me from the dumpster and just buying me Olive Garden.
No, it's a date.
That's what I call a date.
Yeah, I mean that's like a top-notch date. Think about that beautiful story you'll tell your kids before the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is how I met your mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when you get into a relationship, you don't think, oh, you know what I mean? I might be a decade down the road talking about this is how we met.
Yeah.
And so you don't have a fun story. Sometimes people just meet people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you just
Something
meet-
crazy.
Hey, I don't remember where we first met.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're on the back of a bike.
Bound to falling in love.
Yeah, I haven't heard that song in so long. But yeah, I think that's a beautiful date. I would be like, that's such a fun story to tell people.
Mhm.
Olive Garden sucks.
I was
but-
digging through a dumpster. Your mother came along and saw me rifling through a day-old chicken parm. Said, "What are those hands doing all sauced up when those saucy hands could be all over me?" And took me into the Olive Garden and fucked my brains out in the bathroom.
No, on the table.
Your mother was a whore.
I mean, yeah, I don't love Olive Garden, but
No. But if I was digging through their dumpster and a woman offered to take me on a date I'll go.
you also know that she likes risk and adventure in a
Yeah.
fun way. To take a man from a
If
dumpster
a
and bring him
woman-
into the establishment.
Quite honestly, if a
you
woman
walk in and the employees are like, not him, we've told him.
get out, they're just snapping
Yeah.
and spraying me with a bottle. Like,
Yeah. She's
quite
like,
frankly, I'll go anywhere if a woman will ask me on a date. I've never had a woman ask me on a date.
when was the last time you had a picnic?
Have I ever had a picnic?
You hate to hear it. Ladies,
You hate to hear it.
men, children, elderly. Take some on not a date, but a picnic.
A picnic date?
It
It doesn't got to be a date.
Let's not use the D word.
Just take Slim on a picnic.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a picnic. Now that we talk about it,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this to you.
I don't know, man. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's not all-
I think I'm just too impotent to go to a picnic.
I mean, yeah. Picnics do imply a hard dick because it rhymes with picnic.
Picnic dick.
Yeah, picnic dick. God, I've watched that a lot on Pornhub. Recently uploaded. Yeah, I mean, picnics aren't always great. I went on one. It's probably been a long time, but I went and a man came in my pants. I was unconscious. Took a picnic basket to
Was
the
it
head.
on the side of your leg?
No, it was in the front, but far too low for it to be of my own
He
accord.
came in my pants, but it was all on my taint.
Yes. Well, that happens to me all the time. I'm talking like down low. Let's say mid-thigh, like where a man with a more impressive penis could come.
Which doesn't take much.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I come on my own taint.
Yeah.
For fun.
I come on my own balls.
I'd love to see it.
Well, what are you doing after the show?
I got to go on a picnic. Late
Oh.
night picnic? Does that change anything for you?
I think that makes
Moonlit
it more
picnic.
that makes it riskier. I like that. That implies a more sensual picnic.
This time of year? Right by some water?
That implies a murder's going to happen.
Just because there's a body of water doesn't mean it's gonna.
I feel like any date next to a big body of water implies a murder. They are. Okay.
I mean, just a date by a body of water is odd.
Yeah.
What's the perfect date?
For me, or like in general?
Both. Yeah, what's your perfect date? Ladies, men, children, elderly. Listen,
can we leave the children out of this?
A child can take you on a date. I mean, I don't love to hear about it. I'd hate to see the New Yorker piece on that.
Yeah, the cartoon they draw about me.
Yeah, no one understands it, but it's implied.
Why does he have an Epstein tattoo?
It's very avant-garde.
For me, a perfect date.
Mm-hmm.
You got me thinking about this now. I would say...
A man comes in your pants?
Yeah. After a nice picnic, after I've been digging through the dumpster at Olive Garden, I would say my perfect date would be like early evening, go out somewhere for some drinks, talk a little bit.
Too many drinks, most would say.
But 3 or 4.
Too many drinks to continue the night.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep going anyway. 3 or 4 drinks, and then maybe go see like, not a movie. Movies are cheap dates.
Fiddler on the Roof. Live.
A play? Go see a play?
Fiddler on the Roof.
I'm thinking like a nice like quiet, not like a quiet show. But
Deaf
like
Fiddler.
Death metal?
Yeah.
What are you? What is coming out of your mouth?
Mute Fiddler on the Roof.
A mute Fiddler on the
people.
Roof? Oh, that sounds bad. Because then I'm going to make comments because I'm going to think they can't hear me. And then one guy's going to be like, I heard them. And be like, I thought you were all
the
deaf.
Whole audience.
And he's like, some of us are mute. I'm like, but you're talking. So are you deaf or mute? And I'm like,
how do you know the point?
How do you know?
It's part of the play.
I would say perfect date. Go out for a couple of drinks, maybe some dinner in there. Maybe I would say start at a bar. And then if everything's going all right, go out
somewhere. Make the girl uncomfortable with how quickly you drink and how much you drink.
Oh, yeah, of course. I got to let her know. Order shots for the table right away.
Yeah. For a table of 6, and it's just you two, and she's not having
6
any.
Breath fresheners, please, and whatever the lady would like.
She also takes 6.
Bring the bottle.
Is this love?
Is this what love is?
Is this more than a feeling? That's not the song.
This is joy. This is summer.
Yeah, out of Frank Ocean. You're crying immediately.
Knew you from a past life. Hope you're doing well, bro. Just sobbing while I'm
always
chugging
like the head first. You gotta let her know.
You gotta let her know. Ooh, nanny, nanny, right in her ear while you're getting head.
Like a quaalude. No sleep in my body. And no bitch in my body. New beginning.
New beginning.
Yeah, that's basically the perfect date. You sing Frank Ocean. She does not listen.
Go out for some drinks somewhere, and then maybe go out for go to like a cool record store, like something
the ladies like.
Well, something that's not just like movies or like dinner at Applebee's, right. You know, like something unique.
Dog show.
If you could find me a good
late night dog show.
Cockfight. Find me a cockfight.
Late night dog show featuring a cockfight.
Oh, that's a perfect day right there. A dog fight versus a cockfight.
Yeah,
they double booked the venue and then they have to do it at the same time. What a show.
Damn. Fire the promoter, the dogs and the chickens.
Fire? Give that guy a fucking raise. This cock dog fight's the biggest. This cock bitch fight is the biggest thing we've had down here at the old Olive Garden alley since that weird impotent man got knocked out and came on.
Yeah, they got to close that Olive Garden.
That Olive Garden is nothing but trouble.
I can't wait for the cease and desist from Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah, that's the people who are finally going to cease and desist. This is fucking Olive Garden, not Welch's?
Everybody, Welch's is a separate brand, we've realized. Everybody tweet at Olive Garden. They do respond.
They will.
If you're a longtime listener, you'll remember that I complained to them and was offered a gift card, and that's what gave me the idea to trick Chick-fil-A into a gift card.
Are they good now? They're not donating to the gay charity.
Yeah, Popeyes made them have to love gays.
Can you imagine a chicken sandwich so good that you have to change your business model?
I don't think I talked about it on here. I tried those chicken
how were the sandwiches?
Very good.
Yeah, you never gave me a review
because
because I trust.
I hated them.
We all know how much you can't stand the gays.
I took a bite and I was like, you know what? Love is between two people. Regardless of it. Then I had the other one and I was like, Marriage can be between a man and an inanimate object.
And
then they were like, no, you went too far.
You took a bite of the other one, and you're like,
The
marriage can be
spicy one?
between a man and a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I fucked the spicy one.
How was the spicy one good?
Spicy one was hot.
Like how
Hotter
hot?
than I expected.
Because I saw like a mock recipe
I
online.
made it.
Did you? How
Yeah.
was it?
It was good.
I mean, you're not going to get it to taste the exact same as Popeyes chicken.
Well, the crazy thing about the Popeye shit, that is a fat chicken breast.
Because I've seen pictures of it. It's like a big, like a whole chicken. It's like those chicken breasts you get in the 4-packs, and they just deep fried the whole fucking thing.
But yeah, like I thought, given the hype, I thought it was hyped up. My personal love for chicken sandwiches, my expertise,
and with everything else, it
around
gets
the block.
hyped up so much,
Right.
and then it's just another thing.
I think the hype is warranted.
Think it's
I don't
real?
think people should be dying over it, but I do believe everyone should die over a chicken sandwich. I'm prepared to die over a chicken sandwich.
Would you say it's the best fast food chicken sandwich?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. But there's not a lot of.
Almost makes me want to eat one.
There's
Do I hop back on the meat wagon from a Popeyes?
I mean, it's. I don't think anyone would fault you. It's topical enough. I did find a vegan recipe to make a vegan Popeyes.
And you didn't send it to me.
Yeah, because it's all over. Now I get flooded with the shit from you talking about being vegan. All my ads are targeted to you, which means we spend way too much time together.
Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that without the targeted vegan ads.
But yeah, it was good. I went regular and spicy. I saved spicy for second because I thought it would be superior.
Well, but also you don't want the spicy to ruin your palate first. If it's too spicy,
Exactly.
you want to enjoy the original.
And yeah, the spicy was hotter than I was anticipating because like the Chick-fil-A spicy is all I work with when I go there. And it's not like really that spicy.
It's
like
white people spicy.
Yeah, and it's good. It could be a little spicier.
You ever had that spicy Wendy's chicken sandwich? Like
Yeah,
the
I always
flamethrower?
get that one.
Is a hot
That's
ass
a
chicken sandwich.
motherfucker,
That
yeah.
is, but to me, that's a perfect heat because it's like I have this scale in my mind for heat, and it's right at that curve, like right before it gets to be
you're about
unenjoyable.
To, get out of there.
It's like that perfect. It's like an ass hair away from being unenjoyable.
Cunt
heat.
hair,
A
some would say.
cunt hair, some would say. Some would say a taint hair away.
I like spicy, but I have to know, and that's what I was anticipating. Popeyes wasn't really throwing any heaters out there. You know what I mean? I figured you're running the mill spices.
No, Popeyes got the heat.
Yeah, you're running the mill spicy things at fast food restaurants.
Generally are not spicy.
Yeah, because most people aren't really
what was it? Taco Bell had like that scorpion sauce earlier this year that had scorpion peppers in it, which is supposed to be the hottest pepper before like Pepper X. It's like 10 times hotter than a ghost pepper. And like I took a bite of it and I was just like,
it's just unpleasant. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just hot sauce.
Well, they had because I always get fire there. I love their fire sauce. I feel like
fire
it's a
sauce
good
is
taste.
perfect. The Diablo's too much. The fire's just right.
I didn't think the Diablo was like crazy enough to warrant the name.
To warrant the name, no. But I do feel like it was too much, if you know what I mean.
It's just not good. That's my thing.
Because with fire sauce, it actually tastes good. Like I can drown a thing in fire sauce.
I always want to save it for my house, like a packet, but then I use all the packets.
See, that's why you got to go into the Taco Bell and just grab the big handful and shove it in your pockets.
I don't go in fast food. I haven't in a long time.
That's the only one I will go into is Taco Bell, just so I can take as many sauces as I want. Because I know those taco jockeys aren't giving me enough sauces.
No, but yeah, the Popeyes sandwiches, like it's legit. I've thought about it ever since. Like I took a bite and I audibly was like, damn, like it's really that good.
I've seen that a lot where people take a bite of it and they're just like, this is it.
I thought and then it makes sense. Like when I ate it, I was like, yeah, I get why it was fucking crazy because it is the best fast food one. And then the internet made it ridiculous. But and I had to wait in
how long did you wait for?
15 minutes or something. It wasn't like that crazy, and it was worth it. I want another one, but I feel like if we give it another month or two, then we can chill.
I would say because when the sandwich came back, I was driving by the Popeyes down on State Street down here.
Yeah.
And they opened at like 10 in the morning. And this was at like maybe 9:45. And the line was already out into the street. And people had to like draw. Like I was so furious. I was screaming at people who were just sitting there. Because it's like, do you have nothing better to do with your day at 9:45 in the morning to sit there and wait for a Popeyes to open? Camp out in the fucking street. Like you're not even waiting in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. You've already created a disgusting queue line out into the road.
Well, like the workers, when I went through, I'd gotten a large lemonade as well and a large fry.
I assume that these workers are like the Dairy Queen workers on Free Cone Day when you go through. And because I remember I've only been to Free Cone Day once and I pulled up and they're just like, free ice cream cone, and we were like, 2 please, and they're like, pull ahead.
Well, I pulled up to the window and I was like, I didn't know if they'd have them, if they'd have both, whatever. And then it was one of those times I hate when you go to the drive-through window and they're like, one moment, but then it's like a long
It's
time,
like
and
feels
you're
like for like 10 minutes.
yeah,
later.
and then you look at all the cars behind you, and you're like, I don't want them to think I'm just like, hold on, I'm not.
Yeah,
sure what
that is one of my most
Yeah.
specific anxieties. Is when I'm sitting.
You just
in
want to roll down the window and be like, not me.
Because when I was growing up, my fucking dad
Would honk.
No, he wouldn't honk. He would
Get out
put
of the
it
car
in,
and slit their throat.
a little less, dial it back.
I don't have it in between.
No, you don't. He would put it in neutral and just rev the car and just keep revving until it moved. And it's like, that's my biggest fear, is that's how I'll run into my dad again, is I'll be at a fast food place and they'll be like, oh, one moment, please. And then from behind me, I just hear,
Yeah.
I look behind me and there's a green Astro van with a big pole lock in it. And I'm like, oh no. Then I got to get out and slit his throat.
Yep. But yeah, so it was like a weird amount of time, and then finally they were like, all right, whenever you're ready. And then I was like, yeah, can I get the regular sandwich, the spicy, large fry, large lemonade? And then two people at once, an epidemic I've never had, were both talking through the speaker. And then they were both like, I've got it. And then it was one of those things where they kept saying like, no, you got it. Okay, what? And then I was like, oh my God, this is a hard sandwich.
It's a 2-man operation just to get 2 chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. And then I got up there and they looked defeated and I paid and everything. And then
that's sad. That's sad that
I didn't
people
get
gotta go through that.
I didn't get my drink. And then I like felt, I honestly was like, I should just drive away. And then I was like, I had a drink too. And she was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, no, you're good. Like, I know. But yeah, that's what, like any company. But yeah, I mean, it's worth it if you're, let it die down. It's not worth dying over or waiting in line for 6 hours. But it's fucking damn good.
I tweeted about it. More people have died from the Chick-fil-A sandwich and gender reveal parties than the Joker movie this year.
Yeah, you got to give it time.
Yeah.
We're all plotting on the Joker movie.
I saw that Joker movie.
Was it good? I tried to watch it, but it had Chinese
the Korean subtitles.
Yeah.
My good friends, the Koreans, love to hook us up.
Yeah, I can't watch shit like that.
I don't
so
mind
distracting.
It.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. It was good and bad because it was basically like Taxi Driver. If you've ever seen Taxi Driver, it was basically that, and like
Taxi Driver starring Minkus.
Yeah, starring Minkus.
The remake?
Oh, the gritty remake of Taxi Driver?
Yeah.
Which was a notably cuddly feel-good film?
Yeah. Travis Bickle?
Who are you talking to? You must be talking to me. There ain't nobody else here.
Yeah. And you know how Taxi Driver made that man try to kill the president to get, what's her name? 13-year-old
the actress.
Jackie Gleason. Yeah. So
I want to live in that universe.
You know how like the
fat little 13-year-old Jackie Gleason just being lusted after by a man who tries to kill Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. So imagine all the people that were attempted assassinations on because of the Minkus reboot of
gritty reboot of Taxi Driver.
God, I love. And he was still a kid. This was early Boy Meets World.
So this was pre Boy Meets World.
It was just him in the mirror.
No. Oh.
You talking to me?
I was thinking it, and then you said it.
I was trying to remember what I was saying.
You may be talking to me.
Pushing up his nerd glasses
you
with the bowl cut.
talking to me.
That kid was a dick.
He was a dork.
Yeah, big
dork.
Big Poindexter.
A huge.
You think
nerd.
he grew up to be hot or like handsome?
Maybe.
Or do you think he went like a beans route from Even Steven?
You mean pork and beans?
What happened to Dewey? Where are all these children?
Dewey's grown up. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. When did we look into this?
I think on the show.
Because Frankie Muniz is a drummer for an indie band now.
Yeah, and he's popping on Twitter now.
Yeah, he's
he like
super
figured it
popping on
out
Twitter.
and like
Yeah.
everything he says. People are like, "Oh, this show, the kid from the show."
The kid from Malcolm. Dewey grew up to do something. I forget what it was though.
Porn.
Probably
With Minkus.
I was reading there was
Dewey and Minkus do Dallas.
Now I don't want to say that you are an American hero for that idea.
Do you think we could reach out?
I think we could.
Minkus at boymeetsworld.com
That's
and
gotta
Dewey
be
at
what
malcolminthemiddle.com.
That's got to be what it is.
And then that bitch of a mom, she watches.
What is her name?
Sue Ann.
We got to get
Ann Landers.
Ann Landers is the mom on Malcolm in the Middle.
Is Ann Landers dead? Where the
fuck
is
my fact checker?
All right, whoever's listening, if you want to get brownie points and maybe have your resume float to the top, go kill Ann Landers if she's not dead.
Yeah, actually that's how you get to be our death intern is you got to actually kill somebody that we say is dead but isn't alive. Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
Dapper Dads have no corporation or correlation to any actions herefore carried out by any fans of the Dapper Dads show or any Dapper Dads corporation.
Yes.
The views expressed within the Dapper Dads podcast are the Dapper Dads and the Dapper Dads alone and should not be taken as the opinions of the company. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, all right. Gonna have to remember that timestamp to tack that onto a bunch of things.
A bunch of things.
Especially some things in the works.
The Joker was good.
Okay.
But I can see where...
You wanted to kill someone.
No,
after.
I can see where it could be problematic for people who feel like loners, because like it's portrayed as like, you know,
Yeah.
society
I've heard a lot about it.
loner
One of the
white
Instagram
guy.
thoughts I follow went on an Instagram live thing complaining about it, and I was like, "Where is your ass at, idiot?
I'm not paying for
your
opinions.
Yes, I'm paying your OnlyFans Instagram account. I've been
Yes, I'm only liking posts on your Instagram account, so I can go to your Twitter account and see the real nudes over there.
I wish.
I've found that several times where cam girls on Instagram are like, follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, cam girls. I'm following just girls.
I'm following
on
like
Instagram.
suicide girls on Instagram, and then I go on their
don't
Twitter
follow-
and there's like pussy pics everywhere, and I'm like,
yeah,
this
'cause
is why
you
God
can't
made the
post it
internet.
on Instagram.
But Twitter lets you do whatever you want.
OnlyFans is popping. There's 3 girls that I've lurked on Twitter,
And they're making
or
so much
Instagram.
money
I
off
know,
of
they're
OnlyFans.
becoming
It's
the number
ridiculous.
1%. What
Premium Snap's dead.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
nobody
it's
does
been
Premium
dead.
Snap
Yeah.
anymore.
Well,
It's all
OnlyFans
OnlyFans.
is like like it's built for it.
Right.
Snap, it's like we have a verbal agreement. I can't screenshot
Right.
$100 lifetime thing.
And
then
then
you stop using it, or you get your shit deleted because Snapchat was doing that where they're deleting all the
or you
porn
take
things.
a screenshot and then you've wasted $100 just because you thought you
just
found
for-
one really good picture that
Yeah,
you thought
you've got
could
your old
screenshot.
phone taking a picture of your current phone. It works. But yeah, OnlyFans, there's a couple where I'm like, I really
I saw
wanna...
one where this girl's raking in like $15K a month
I
from her
know, it's
OnlyFans. Just from
crazy.
OnlyFans.
I know.
Like, can you imagine?
Should we start an OnlyFans?
I'm thinking we should start showing our dicks on OnlyFans.
I
It's
don't.
like,
Have you looked into an OnlyFans?
no.
Yeah, I don't even know the layout of the website. I wonder if we could comically make one and see what happens.
I bet we could comically make a onlyfans.com/dapperdads and we
Okay.
could see what happens on there.
Yeah, I'd like
Do
to
a
see.
live stream every Friday where it's like those porn ads where you can click like the boobs or the butt and we just got to do whatever people say.
All right, I'm not opposed to it.
I'm fine
you know
with
what?
it.
You
People
know what
are
I
gonna
always
make us
think?
do stuff on each other though.
No, they shouldn't.
But if we're gonna put the option on there,
Yeah, but
you
it
gotta have
doesn't
9
click.
options.
It's like earlier I was trying to download an album, and you know how like nowadays
Download an album? How old are you?
Yeah, I still do it, and everyone's always like, "You do what?" And I still do this because I like it on my computer.
You have to fire up your dial-up internet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. You fucking bitch. Yeah, I had you cranking it, so I don't know what you mean. And by that I mean you were jerking off in my room.
Yeah.
And I was trying to download a song, and you know how it has
Just squishing
all those fake download buttons, and
Yeah,
sometimes you're like,
all
which
the
one is the one?
And then you
It's
gotta
like a
like put your
puzzle of
cursor
downloads.
over it
Yeah,
to
and
see where
see.
it actually leads to,
And
so
then
you can
click
find
on
the
the right
one.
one, and
then
has
it opens up
an ad
another
overlaid
thing.
anyway.
And then it's like, and
then
then
you
it's got
gotta
that
go
timer
back.
where it's like 5, 4, and then you keep clicking and keep clicking and
Right,
keep clicking.
yeah. And then it's
your
like
computer has aids.
regular download 50 minutes, fast download instantaneously. And you're
Insert
like,
your credit card and social security information here for free lifetime access and unlimited premium downloads.
Yeah, it's a bunch of horse hockey.
It is horse hockey. It's a bunch of dick malarkey, if you want my personal
there it is.
opinion.
I forgot about that.
Can never
R.I.P.
forget-
Richard Malaki.
R.I.P. Richard Malaki.
Death interns, listen.
You need to
Ding,
keep up
ding,
with this
ding.
shit.
Message.
God
Why aren't you
damn
listening
it.
to me?
Why aren't you listening to us? Why aren't you validating the things that I'm saying and feeling? I have feelings, and they're hurt by this non-existent person who won't do what I say.
Whoa.
I'm flying off
See,
the
if
handle
we
here. The
had a
equipment's starting to
death
feckin'
intern.
break. If I
Well,
had
yeah,
a
imagine,
fucking intern,
like
I
you
could...
can kill Ann Landers, easy peasy.
You can do that.
Richard Malaki, we don't even know his origin.
Yeah, we don't know. Do you think we could have someone kill Dog the Bounty Hunter for us?
His wife just died.
So
you
he can join
insufferable- You're a beautiful man.
Thank
and a saint.
you. Yeah.
A true American hero. The fucking biggest piece of shit. I forgot what I said about you
Yeah,
earlier.
but you're still Rockford's #1 swinger, baby.
And I never won't be. I'll kill everybody.
I'll kill every swinger I meet.
That's how I continue to stay top swinger, is by killing the people I've swung with.
So you got to swing at the people you swung with?
Yes, I punched them to death.
Back in, baby.
Yeah.
You got to go to baby on them?
Yeah, I pulled their pants down, we'll say that much.
Pulled their pants down. You have so many teeth in your mouth.
It's because of how hard I
He
pulled
just
their
has a
pants
lot
down.
of teeth.
The baby?
Have you seen him with his mouth open?
Yeah, it's because he has a grill.
All
A
the way
permanent-
back.
Yeah, permanent.
Did you see
grill.
him on Hot
White
Ones
gold?
eating with
when he
the
cracks
grill?
a smile?
White
White
gold?
gold. Yeah, I watched
Came for the
his
bottom.
bad
Came for the bottom toes.
toes?
I'm up. Let's get it. Whoa,
Yeah.
Kenny.
I watched his bad hot ones.
Yeah, his hot ones was bad.
Don't do the live thing.
No, it's bad.
It takes it away. Also, Chances was bad.
Everything
us
Chance
on
does these
it.
days is bad.
I know, but you hate to see it.
Groceries was the only good thing Chance did this year. Did those other
Was that
weird
this
singles come out this year? Or was that last year? I feel like
think
that was last winter.
That was like last year.
Yeah.
Hot Shower is still fun.
Okay, so Hot Shower and Groceries are the two good things he gave us
Yeah.
out of like 18 songs this year.
I think it was like 24 songs.
Sad.
It was like a gross amount of songs.
It's a
part of the
fucking
problem.
nightmare.
We got some submissions, and we'll save them out loud, and maybe we'll respond to them.
We're going to read them silently here and then mentally communicate with each other about
do
it
it
and
well.
not say anything.
First one's from Full Government Name, but it doesn't give the full government name.
Weird
so
that you would
disrespectful.
lie to us.
And then it's from email@email.com. And it says, I'm going to read it as is because I'm looking at a glaring typo right off the bat. One of my favorites. Was doing a hot delisted of some earlier episodes, specifically number 50, 10-year-old uncle. R.I.P. 10-year-old uncle. I
R.I.P.
forgot that
10-year-old uncle.
happened. Our pilot was not picked up.
No.
Quickest canceled pilot ever.
In the history
Yeah.
of pilots.
They were like, yes,
He could not
no.
fly a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, what was...
R.I.P. 10-year-old uncle, because this was back when we were really on the rough young thug voice. Yeah,
I had a baby at 15 rivers and then I've been growing up.
Yeah.
Imagine if he did everything like that.
I want a whole album. Like
American,
that.
play with them.
Punk, the album he has coming out called Punk. Maybe
Oh.
it's just that.
Oh, that'd be
That makes
nice.
sense.
I got some birds like a Julio.
Drama told us about his brakes went out, and I just wanted to say the same thing happened to me, but instead of fixing it like a proper person, I drove with no brakes for about a week because that's as soon as the mechanic could get me in. Daddy had to drive to work still because having a super unsafe car is not a valid excuse to take a week off from work, I guess. I understand where they were coming from, but still was the worst time in this stupid piece of shit car. It still would kind of stop. I had to push the pedal all the way down and then press even harder, and it would eventually stop. Got it fixed, and now I'm forever scared if I slam on the brakes too hard, another line will pop. Anyways, any more car stories that have been made since episode 50? Episode 50 wasn't even 1 year in.
No.
I've
I mean, my current truck is dead as fuck right now.
Yeah, what happened? You never even told me it was officially dead.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it's officially dead.
Maybe you just gotta wait till it's warm out.
Yeah, let me just leave it all winter and then just see if it'll start up after sitting outside all winter.
They say sometimes cars just need to sit for a long, extended period of time without being moved or touched.
It was literally they say the same thing about my wife.
Hey, get that bitch out of here.
I'm a boomer. I hate my fucking wife. No,
Hate your wife too.
We all hate my wife.
Yeah.
I had gone to my wife's work and because it was after the show and it's right down the road.
Oh, this show?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had
This?
yeah, because she had
We're legally not allowed to drive immediately after the show. That judge was very clear.
well, I take the back roads.
He said
make
this
sure
was
there's no
worse
cops
than
out
being
there.
intoxicated.
And I told him that I could see his boner through his robe, and then he just said gavel time, and then he hit his boner with it.
yeah. And it made a comic.
Like a ooga noise.
Sure. I forgot about that.
But no, she had texted me during the show telling me that
She hates you. You should be dead.
Yeah, the
Are you having
usual.
time with your little friend? I love that
Yeah,
one.
oh, are you
and your little
are
friend
you-
having fun
are you
talking
and
to your
are you and
six
your
listeners?
dapper dads having fun? And I'm like, it's like you've never even listened to me talk about the show at all.
Are you and your gay friend talking about your penises
you guys
again?
being gay again? And I'm like, wow, first of all, offensive in 2019.
Yeah. How about
Second
you
of
eat a chicken sandwich from Popeyes and get with the times, bitch?
But she had texted me saying that her lunch soup had spilled on her favorite cardigan in the car while she was driving to work.
Yeah.
And there was broth everywhere on the inside of the car. You hate to see it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and
happened to all of us.
and so-
you got to get a better soup container and a clear cardigan so it doesn't matter.
And it was a white cardigan, too.
Of course.
Why would you buy a white cardigan?
You're ready for it. You're asking for it.
And
I'm
so-
going to go ahead and say
You're asking for it? Can we say that on the show?
I can when it comes to soup cardigans.
Soup and cardigans? But
Super cardigans?
Soup and cardigans.
Get a super cardigan.
That's
that
the
it just
store we
bounces
opened.
up.
Soup and
Super-
cardigans.
Yeah, we're both confused. co-host here.
Super
So
garden.
you bring the soup. I
you
bring
the cardigans.
bulletproof cardigans.
Bulletproof,
super
waterproof cardigans.
No, still very
so absorbent.
saturated.
It's like those paper
get
towels
butt-
on The Simpsons where they like soak up way more.
Yes,
and then
Brawny.
I got pissed when I bought Brawny paper towels and they didn't
Yeah,
do
I
that at
know.
all as a child.
And then Barney came over.
Barney
and it was a joke.
and he wasn't really the Brawny
And the Brawny
and
man
then
is
we-
clearly Geraldo Rivera,
And
who's a piece of
shit,
shit.
and then we
should
found
die.
the body in
Death
the
intern.
quarry.
Death intern.
Death intern, get
Geraldo
hopping.
Rivera.
If he's not,
racist.
he better be. But no, so I drove my truck 3 minutes down the road because
Okay, can we tighten up on locations? 13 minutes
down the road. It was a surprisingly
Undisclosed.
close drive down the road.
Surprisingly undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
It was shocking. He wouldn't tell me.
Well, because you know I was having issues with it where like it wasn't
constantly. Yeah, you've been having issues with it since
Yeah.
I met it.
So you're talking about me or the truck?
That's a
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
I was talking about the truck since you gave it that baptism. That's when I met it. I showed up to its baptism.
Well,
you
you
drove
were the
it into the
godfather,
lake.
so
And then I was like, yeah, it
I
might
drove
be
it
a
into the
problem.
river.
Baptism by fire, you kept yelling, but there was no fire.
Where's your God now? And
You
everyone's
hit me
like,
with the truck, and I woke up and my pants had been camed in, and you were
I
very
was
suspicious.
driving away,
Zipping your pants up loudly.
Zip. As I'm
You were like,
driving away.
I'm zipping up
my
my pants. Hey,
And then-
baby.
Hey, baby, me and my boys are going to jail as we zip up our pants. No, you
that
hate
was
to see
bad.
that.
You
Yeah.
don't want
As
that.
I said
That
it,
implication.
edit that out. But no, so me being the nice guy I am, she was like, hey, first of all,
Fact check.
fact check,
Death check.
Yeah, death check, where you at? I was
Someone
like,
comes and shoots you.
okay, yeah. I was like, I'll come get your soupy cardigan and wash it for you so the stains don't set in. And the car started fine like 5 times in a row. It's because I was feeling confident about it. And I left here, started right away. I was like, beautiful. Stopped, got the cardigan, has not started since. I sat there for an hour trying to turn it because at
This
first,
is what you get for doing good deeds.
Yeah.
Why won't you learn?
because at
Be a
first,
dick and your car
I
will
was like,
never
okay,
stop.
if I sit there because I was sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes and it would start up, and I've been, I'm having
Jiggling it.
and I'm having a panic attack the whole time because I'm like, is this it? Is this the time the car
Jiggling your
finally
keys,
doesn't start?
jiggling your
And then I'm
balls.
texting you and I'm like, can you come get me? And then it starts as soon as I send the text,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, never mind.
That's why I blocked your number.
Yeah. That's why I have to keep getting new phone numbers because you can't quit me, baby.
Yeah, I know. I try.
And so yeah, it's pretty much just been sitting there dead ever since. But I did have some.
There?
Yeah, it's still there. I still
Push it in that little
the
area.
little area. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Sue the company.
Ah,
The
they
little
got-
area company.
The little area
God, yeah,
company.
this is hard to make jokes out of because no one knows what we're talking
no.
about. Either way, it'd be a nice.
I did have
piece for
somebody
them.
offer to pay more than a junkyard would for the car, but I don't know what that means. I still have to call them. I'm gonna ask them for $1,100 right off the bat without
Yeah.
telling them
Well,
anything
tell
that's
them,
wrong
tell
with
them
it.
you took it to a junkyard, and someone would buy that.
Yeah, somebody gave
Ah.
my girl a business card saying that they have a truck at home and they constantly buy other trucks
Yeah.
so that they can just get the parts
My
out
dad
of them.
would kinda do
Yeah, so
this
they can just get the
poorly.
parts out of them instead of having to go to the junkyard and dig
Right.
all day,
Well,
so
tell them it's 5,000.
I'm gonna tell. I paid $4 for it.
You paid $4 for that.
Yeah, back when
$4.
I paid $4 American for that car.
When did you get it?
Oh Jesus, this was 2015. I think it's been like 4 years.
Okay, yeah,
So
$1,000
$1,000 a year.
Yeah, yeah, that's what you got to really look at. Is
I got
how long
$1,000
you
a year out of it.
Yeah, it was fine.
I had a
mean,
lot
the
of good
last
memories in that car.
last couple years have been
Rough,
yeah,
but you can say the
just
same
looks
thing
and
about
all.
me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are a reflection of
Of
your
the
motor
truck,
vehicle,
yeah.
and it's been bad.
I'll never forget when the brakes went out on the Jeep because man, when whoever email@email.com is
Yeah.
was talking
I have
about
a
pushing
theory.
down all the way. Yeah, I also have a theory based on the typos. But I remember that fear the first time a brake line blew
yeah.
out on me, and
Yeah.
like you're standing there with both feet on the brake pedal, like maybe if I'm heavy enough, it'll make
You
it.
got to have that
work.
hand on the e-brake at all times.
Always
Always driving.
Always be
Yeah.
ready to throw that e-brake up.
I've had some fun car events. Specifically, a story that would be fun and topical. We were supposed to go see Valet in September. Was that September? August?
August.
Yeah. We had tickets, and we were planning to go. I don't think I've told this on here. It was canceled as I was filling up my tires because one like gets a little light, and a fucking stupid light pops on my dashboard. So I was filling it up. As I'm filling it up, how is that even possible?
Yeah, how is that? What kind of car is that?
I don't know. That definitely didn't get picked up on the mic.
No, but we heard it.
Something
loud just revved by us suspiciously. Is
thought
there
it was
a demon
I
car
thought it was
above
a
us?
vacuum on the
Are
ceiling.
they watching?
They usually vacuum.
Is there
the
a
ceiling
loud
down
car
here.
movie being filmed above us?
Yes.
We're actually in the basement of a 13-floor movie studio. That's
Yeah.
where we record at.
Yeah. And they change the exit every time.
Every time
what
it's
floor
a new
you can exit on.
But then it's like bigger on the inside than it looks on the outside, so I'm constantly lost
Very
in here.
confusing. I was filling up my tires. I have one of those little pump things. Little pump.
Let's get it! I still got that fucking chain I gotta throw into a crowd at a show.
Yeah. We have a lot of things to throw in crowds.
Want me to throw it at the Pew show?
Maybe. Well.
No. No.
No.
No.
But anyway, so I'm filling this up, and it felt like while I was filling it up, it's one that plugs into your cigarette lighter. It felt like a weird thing happened. As I'm filling up the tire I was going to buy iPass, and I luckily couldn't. I got anxious and I didn't buy one. I could buy them. I'll be honest. I didn't because I got overwhelmed by
I get it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I understand.
Thank
I'm
you.
here for you.
And luckily, I didn't buy it because as I'm filling up the tire and I had just put gas in the
exploded
car.
and blew your dick off.
Yeah, my whole car lit on fire.
No, just the
melted
tire.
the iPass, and as it was melting, it said non-refundable. And I was like, Minkus.
It said
And I found
non-refundable free
Minkus's
Blagojevich. And we're
charred-
like, whoa.
I found Minkus's charred body in my car.
Oh,
it was
my
not
God.
there before.
Is Minkus dead?
Yeah, where is
Intern?
he? Oh, you better go.
You
kill
fucking
Minkus.
bitch.
So as I'm blowing up the tire, I get an email that says the show is canceled.
Yeah, I was in the drive-through.
Throes of lovemaking.
I was in the throes of making love to my best male friend
In the drive-through.
of a Portillo's. No, I was in the drive-through at a Portillo's when I got the email, and then 30 seconds later, your text about it being canceled.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, whatever. So I needed to get an oil change. And then the next morning, my car started weird, just for a second. And it was rainy. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe it was something. I didn't,
Just hit the side like the Fonz. It'll work just fine. That's worked on the truck for a long time. It won't work now for some reason.
Yeah, you're not hitting it hard enough.
I got to go back there later. You think I should just kick it real hard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring the keys, kick it, try to start it up?
No, just kick it.
What if I kick it and it just, boom, it just comes to life?
Then
Just
never
starts
stop
plowing down the street.
Drives away.
I'm supposed to sell you. You smoked too much weed in me, and it just drives away.
It's
I'm like,
an old
Herbie?
woman.
I'm like, chitty chitty bang bang. What have they done to you?
But anyway, so yeah, throughout the day, the multiple times I started my car, each time it was a little more difficult.
Longer and weird.
And I had planned to get an oil change right after whatever I was doing. And then so I go to the place and it was very sketchy going
I think you
there.
talked about this on here.
I think I told you.
I know you told me.
Regardless, if I told this before, then you know what's going to happen, and I'll make it short. It died. As I got the oil change and I'm in line, it's fucking dead and they can't start it. And I feel like the worst piece of shit ever. And the guy's like, has this been happening? And I'm like, you're not going to believe it, but never before, except right now. So I had to buy a battery from the oil change place.
Which, how much
was
did that run you?
$360.
No, you made that number up. Did you just make that number up?
It's a huge battery.
How much? It was actually
It
$360.
comes through the front console of my car. They just crammed it.
I don't give a
It's like
fuck
this
if I don't give a fuck if it has Nikola Tesla's skull in it. $360 for his balls.
Yeah,
that's
where
what
all
charges
the energy is stored.
It was since it was.
No, it was.
Oh my
I
god.
would have just left the car there.
That's how you know I'm a dad, because I hear about my son paying that much for a car battery, and I'm like, geez, oh Pete, we gotta go back.
The whole thing was like $200, but I get a
God.
nice oil change too. So yeah, it was like a 120, 140
Man,
for the battery.
I went to Farm and Fleet, and I got a new battery install with an oil change for $120.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to buy the battery there, but I also didn't want to try to drive somewhere else and have problems.
Necessity's a bitch.
So
with
it was
cars.
there, and yeah, obviously, and batteries are also wildly different prices. Of course, I always hate that because I had to get one in my Civic, and it was like $80 for the battery, and then this thing's like way more. Anyway, so that was the last thing I had, and it was people either love when we talk about cars or hate it. I have had multiple people like, I don't like the car talk. But it's far and few, and if you don't like it, it's not like it's fucking, you're paying us for it. So suck my fucking
it's free fucking
asshole,
content.
piece of shit. Anyway, second submission comes from Lemmy. The email is 4balls@2cocks.com.
Attaboy.
Love that website. Looks like a couple would you rathers that we'll plow through quickly. Hopefully you've figured out all the things that we need and request. First off,
We did get a submission.
on what?
Text.
Hmm.
From Lemmy.
You hate to have to constantly regulate it. Well, let's do this one first.
Okay.
Maybe we save that next time because we're already at the end here.
Yeah, this isn't even anything interesting.
Shocking.
He's just trying to fuck us.
Okay, well, put a button in that so we can put a button in that.
So
First
I can
off,
put my button in you.
would you rather have crazy long claw-like fingernails and toenails or super long flowing eyelashes and eyebrows? Whichever you choose, you cannot trim them up at all.
Ooh. I'm going to go with the claws. Deadly. I feel like I can do more with it.
I thought claws initially, but now I'm picturing long eyelashes and eyebrows.
I know, but I can't style them. You didn't say trim.
You can style them.
Oh, in that
Just
case, I
can't
kind of want
trim
to go
'em.
with that. Look like a crazy Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah, like and imagine like when you wink at a girl
And it just-
how quickly she tries to mace you.
Yeah,
With
but
an
all the
old-timey
but
mace.
you can't get maced because it all gets caught. in
Yeah,
your
you're like,
long
bring it
flo-
on, bitch, and you close the curtains of your eyes.
I hate that sentence for some reason. Like that sounds like a really poetic way to say death.
Closing
Close the curtains of your eyes.
I like it. So
Sounds like
if
a-
our little close the curtain of your eyes interns could get their
Could just
shit
get their
together.
fucking god damn it!
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna pin you to the
If
ground.
I find out Ann Landers is alive, someone's gonna get a heavy
If I find out Geraldo Rivera is alive, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pin my
especially
knee
that
on
one.
your throat, and if I twist my leg, you die.
All right, so what are we doing? I'm going eyelash eyebrows.
Not when I think about it. I'm going for eyelashes,
All right.
eyebrows. The idea of claws sounds fun until it
The
isn't.
toenails, though.
The
you
shoes.
can't wear
Yeah,
shoes.
think about open-toed shoes everywhere.
And
or
they're
tennis
just
shoes
clacking
or
on the ground. You can never sneak up on
clickety,
someone
clackety.
again.
Tennis shoes with just the fucking
Yeah,
toenails
or you
stuck
like
through
cut
them
out
in
the
the winter.
tops of your shell
No,
toe
they're just
Adidas.
shoved through.
Or you just bend them under and stand on them all the time.
That sounds painful. Like, you know when like your fingernail gets too long and you kind of bend it when
Ugh,
like you poke
yeah.
something? Imagine that times 100 on your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going with the eye accessories. Would you rather always have tears coming out of your eyes, like your tear ducts just don't work properly,
I mean, I do that all the
or
time
have a
anyway.
fucked up nose that's always leaking snot? Sorry, drama. I know you kind of live with one of these already. Yeah, I feel a little targeted.
Yeah, it's...
So I'll go with the nose snot thing because it doesn't seem.
I'm gonna go with
it
the
might
tear-
honestly be relieving.
I'm going to go with the tears because I'm crying all the
yeah,
time
I was gonna
anyway.
say we're both already doing
Yeah.
one of these.
The man who interviewed me yesterday had a drip of snot on his nostril here the entire time he was interviewing me, and it
You
took...
should have blown it off.
No,
You
it's...
should have blown him, then everything would have been great.
No. If what I thought about doing was on the way out when I shook his hand was just reaching up and flicking it away really quick.
Yeah, if an interview goes bad, tank it. That's how I feel in life.
I feel like you should always put your best foot forward no matter what.
You can tell sometimes. I've been in interviews where they like just blatantly didn't tell me a thing that I needed to know or like needed experience in or like would need to do that I'm just
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
this
do.
place blatantly lied to me about the hours because the recruiter called me and he was like, "You'll maybe work 2 weekends a month.
Yeah.
Most people
Oh,
work
recruiters
one."
are the biggest liars.
And then I get in there and
gonna
the first
recruit a
the-
foot in their
the
dick hole.
Ooh,
Yeah. Tiny foot.
stretchy.
No, tiny foot.
Ooh, back end baby. That's what they pay me a show. That's what I'm whispering into his dick as I slip my foot in. No, but then I sat down and he was like, "So just so you know, this job is all nights and every single weekend." I was like,
That's what I thought when you text us. I was like, that's gonna be a.
No, the guy insinuated I was a liar the entire time.
He's not far off.
Okay, he's not
I
far
called
off,
him
but-
before.
Of course you did.
And I was like, listen.
Then
It's the state line's biggest piece of shit or something. The plaques are
Something.
confusing.
There's
They're all
so many.
different. Yeah.
Well, and this guy pissed me off so much I went home and cyberstalked him. Crazy right-wing nut job. First thing he's posting about, first of all, he's got a picture of him with like an open bowling shirt and like a Stetson with his beautiful daughter standing behind him. And so I'm thinking what I might do
Fuck
is
his daughter.
hate fuck his daughter. Just give her like the worst.
Hey, fuck him in front of his daughter. Bigger power move. Trust me.
Ooh,
Trust
yeah.
me. That's how I've gotten none of my jobs.
hate fuck him in the store at.
When his daughter comes to bring him lunch
Yeah.
and spill soup all over her cardigan because you know it'll kill a car.
Because you know it'll kill a car.
All right. Would you rather be sick all the time? Whoops, skipped one. Would you rather shit out of your nose or your ears? I feel like you're going to go ears, but just think about being underwater and not hearing properly and think about earbuds. He gave us some reasons.
Okay, I was thinking
Still
nose
gonna-
to begin with anyway, because that seems like it'll be easier to clean than shit out of my ears.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna clean.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm gonna wipe sitting down.
you know,
for
like
once. There's Q-tips.
that's
There's
what I'm
not
saying.
Nose tip.
You can use a Q-tip in your nose.
No, you can't.
You can blow
That's
your
an
nose.
illegal way to use a Q-tip.
That's illegal.
Yes.
It's illegal.
Yes.
Prove it.
If my mandate goes through, I will.
All right.
2020, I'm running for whatever the fuck will get me to the top of the Q-tip corporation. We
Okay.
can stop this insanity of people sticking Q-tips in their
I'm-
butts,
I'm
pee holes,
thinking-
noses, and other accessories.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm just saying if I'm shitting out my nose, I'm cleaning it out with a Q-tip. I'm at least getting one of those fucking the neti pots, you know, so you can clean out your sinuses.
yeah.
I know they're a nightmare, but can you imagine?
Especially all the shit that's gonna come.
Yeah, but what's more of a
into what,
nightmare
the
than having
toilet?
shit sitting in your sinuses?
Come in your sinuses.
You hate to hear
Thick
about it.
cum. Yeah, I think I'd go ears.
I'm going nose.
Yeah, well, the thing about
I
being
sh-
underwater, so
I
is
shit
it,
from up here. Nose.
is it always? I just can't. It's always clouded. Is it when I have to shit? Is it immediately following?
Like,
the shit?
yeah, do I feel pressure in my
Yeah.
ears or nose, like my
And
asshole
my-
when I have to shit?
Your-
Do I
your
still
asshole's under a lot of
where
pressure.
where do I get the bubble guts when I gotta shit? Like, what is it? My brain
Cheeks.
that's feeling that? Then is it like
Cheeks.
these cheeks
Yeah. No, your ass.
as opposed to
What
what other cheeks do I have on my body?
I want to know is
Why
how,
do we have two sets of cheeks?
You also have two sets of lips. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
God.
I implied he was a lady. Oh no! Fucking implied he was a lady.
Fuck.
I wanted that scared me. I want to know. How does it look? Which one's more comical? Because either way, I'm
The
fucked.
butt cheeks.
No, I'm talking about for this. Because
Oh.
I feel like shitting out of my ears. Is it like in cartoons where someone gets really worked up and it's like a steam kettle out of their ears?
No,
just
I feel like
spray shit
it's
from
like
my
a
ears.
Play-Doh press when you like press it through. That's
Well, yeah, but
it
what
looks
about
like.
diarrhea, Slim?
Then
What about the diarrhea?
How hard are you? I feel like the same physics applies. Like if it's just coming out, it's coming out, and it's just like leaking down the side of your head. But if you got
Oh.
explosive shit,
Yeah,
it's just like
Could you,
you
then
could-
I would either way, no matter what I choose, I'm doing it in public places.
Yeah,
imagine
of
being
course.
at the DMV and you're just like shit out of your ears.
No, imagine
now
being
I'm at the front of the line.
Are you kidding me? Imagine being out on a date with a girl and you sneeze into your kerchief and it's all shit.
Imagine being in a mosh pit and you know when you get hit in the gut real hard and you're like, oh, but you get hit in the nose and you just shit comes out of your nose and someone's like, is that guy shitting?
Imagine
out
if
of
you're
his
at a
nose?
funeral and you have explosive diarrhea and you're sitting in a middle row and suddenly it hits people on achoo and it hits people on either side of you.
Yeah, but
Like
you
know,
just
like
don't
when you
look at 'em.
sneeze and you shit a little bit.
Yeah, every time I sneeze.
I couldn't trust a fart earlier this week and it was
You should
bad.
never. All right, I'm going ears. You going nose?
I'm going nose.
All right. Well, I'm excited for each of us to see how it works
Came
out.
from the bottom nose. Whoa, Kenny.
Would you rather be kind of sick all the time, but it doesn't kill you, and you
So-
don't ever get sicker, and you live a long time, but you're always sick, or would rather at some point in your life you have no idea, you get super sick for a few weeks, and then you die from it? Picking the random sick death.
I'm also going to go with random sick death. Do I have impeccable health outside of the random sick
I think
death?
it's implied. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Only
gonna go with
once you
that.
get sick. Yeah, I don't want to be sick all the time. I hate being sick.
Yeah.
Because you forget until you're sick
Yeah,
how
like-
awful it is to be
yeah,
sick.
especially
I
in
just
the
got
winter
over that
as
throat shit.
yeah, especially in the winter as smokers, we're just constantly
Oh,
sick all winter,
yeah.
fall and winter. We're sick from like September to May every year.
I've been feeling super strong this winter. At the throat thing, it's just a post-nasal drip. I
Yeah.
figured it out. I'm getting older. I'm learning about my body.
You got
Found-
post nasal drip.
Yeah, permanently. That's why my tongue turned yellow, too.
The cost of being the biggest swinger in Rockford.
Yeah, they say it's hepatitis C, but I say, see you later.
And I-
So yeah, we're gonna get super sick and die, baby.
Hey.
Would you rather not be able to read or speak? If you choose to not read, you can still talk, but it's just like you never learned to read and you can never learn it. Well, never learn to read. Then I wouldn't have to
Yeah.
read these submissions.
yeah, and then I wouldn't have to read all these stupid fucking submissions.
You can totally get away with not knowing how to read.
totally, but not
I
being
knew
able to
someone.
speak.
I knew someone told me a story that they knew someone who dated a guy and it was like a year and a half and they realized that he couldn't read. He just like, you just never read shit.
You just
You're
fake
like,
it.
read it to me. I'm tired. You just, yeah, I feel like I could totally
You
get
go to
away
a
with it.
restaurant.
It scares me that everything would look so bizarre
Bizarre
to like
and
not
foreign,
know what,
yeah.
what things say. But I'd get
Like
over
imagine going to a restaurant, they don't have pictures of all the food.
Yeah.
It's all just like written out, and you're
it.
just,
Just like I'll
could-
take chicken.
and they're like, "Sir, we don't have that."
I can't believe I'd be here. And then I go eat a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, and I love all people.
Maybe marriage is between just two people.
Not being able to speak is crazy. Then
That's nuts.
Is that what you want,
This is my
Leonard? Us to
livelihood.
not do this?
Yeah. Is this your subtle way of saying you don't like the show anymore?
If this is your livelihood, you're already dead, friend.
You might as well kill yourself. You're already dead.
Would you rather have all, and I mean all, your skin be sandpaper or sweat oil all the time?
What kind of oil? Motor oil? Olive oil?
I know. I didn't.
Baby oil?
It's not implied, but then at the end he says that he would answer any questions we had. He doesn't have shit going on this Friday.
Okay.
But we clearly didn't reach out to him. So yeah, let's say motor oil, because I feel like it's the most disgusting thing to sweat.
Okay.
Other oils could look like you're just sweaty and gross.
Yeah.
Motor oil is...
Because I feel like olive oil you could almost get away with.
Yeah, I basically do all the time. Yeah, the sandpaper...
Every inch.
Yeah.
That implies my taint is sandpaper. My asshole is sandpaper.
Yeah, I was going to say, the taint's probably not that
my
big of a deal.
My penis is sandpaper.
Think about your balls sticking to your legs.
Would they?
That's what I mean. It's
if they
just
were sandpaper
grinding on sandpaper. Imagine
walking and just having to hear the
yeah, all the time. Imagine putting anything in a person.
I don't think anybody would. If they saw me and they saw that I look like I'm covered in sandpaper, I don't think anybody's gonna want to fuck me.
Someone will do it for shock. Maybe someone with a real tough inside.
That's got to be a tough pussy.
I mean, over time, it could.
What grit of sandpaper?
60.
That's a fast number. I like it.
That's all me.
I was gonna say, are we talking like a real fine grit or a real coarse grit? Or are we going for like a nice middle grit? If we're going for 60, it sounds like a nice middle grit.
Yeah, I say middle because it makes sense. Obviously, if you're like 110.
Because I feel like just the average middle grit sandpaper is gonna tear up a vagina. I don't care how much Astroglide you have. I don't care if she sweats oil. It's gonna.
Well, have you ever got sandpaper wet too?
No, I can't say I have.
I worked as a polisher with sandpaper for like a year.
What happens when you get sandpaper wet?
It's just fucking... I mean, for what I needed, I had to wet down the sandpaper. I worked in a field of just wetting down sandpaper.
Somebody had to wet the sandpaper.
Yeah. And it was on my shoulders, and I'll tell you what, one of the best sandpaper wetters they've ever seen. And then they called me on a Saturday and told me I was fired.
And then somebody calls you.
You love to see it.
You love to see it happen.
You love to be a temp.
No, you love to get fired on a Friday.
They tried to call me, and I just didn't answer because I was like, fuck this. And then they called me the next. Getting fired on a Saturday is worse than a Friday.
Is it?
Yeah, I was having a great morning Saturday. And then I got a call, and they were like, you're done. And then they were like, we'll help you, funny story, we'll help you find a new place. It was through a staffing service, which no one should ever do.
No.
It was Aerotech, and they can all eat my asshole until I die. Eat my sandpaper asshole, Aerotech. And then they were like, we'll help you find something else. And then they called me asking if I wanted to drive a forklift overnight. And I said no. And they were like, all right, we'll find something else. They called me a couple months ago and said, and this was probably 5 years ago that I had that job.
They called you
and
a couple months
ago. And they were like, hey, your resume came across my desk. And I think I got a great opportunity for you. And I'm going to kill that guy, allegedly, if I get this fucking death.
Is that guy dead yet?
Eye curtain closed, man. Shit. Fuck. This has been a wild one. If you have any questions, shoot me a message and I'll answer them. I ain't got shit going on.
Leonard.
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, let us get this death intern. Love you both. See ya. P.S. Give me some prompts for writing a short story. I want to get better at it, and if you guys don't mind me writing it for you, I'd like to do it.
We've had
experiences
samples with this.
No, let's give them some prompts. All right, we're gonna go out on this. Let's each give them 3 things.
Just 3 random things.
3 quick ones. 3 random things from each of us. We'll go back and forth, and then Leonard, you have to craft. Let's keep it a reasonable length because for him.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we can say whatever.
We can say whatever the fuck. It's our show.
But yeah, sometimes reading long things on here can be draining and not funny. It is a comedy podcast, and I feel like sometimes it gets forgotten.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 quick ones from each of us. You write a story. Have it on our desk by today.
As of
today.
Listening.
Yeah, write it today. It needs to be in by 5 p.m. or you're fucking
fired.
You're going to get a call from a certain intern we're hiring.
Mm-hmm. And we don't want to be this guy about it, but they are lethal.
All right. So
It's
we're
Mac
ready.
Lethal. He's our intern.
Ugh.
You
I hope
hate
he
it.
works from home on himself. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I think
Are you
get
trying
this
to imply Mac Lethal should kill himself?
Ugh.
Is Mac Lethal alive?
What are you doing? The workload has begun tremendously. It's like when you start a job and they're like, it's pretty free flowing.
And then a month later, you're doing
Like,
4 people's jobs and training the new person.
I just started.
3 quick prompts. A DVD Netflix subscription from 2002.
A pizzazz pizza oven gifted in the mail.
Triple reverse osmosis water purification system.
Frederick Douglass.
Henry Winkler. One more.
And a super powered funny car.
All right, I love it. Let's see what the kid can do.
Yeah, and don't just cram all those together.
Yeah, don't
Weave
make
us
it
a
like
tale.
don't make it like a reference story. Like make me a fucking
yeah.
story.
Yeah, I want it to move me. I want it to have a good arc.
I want to cry. I want to come. I
tears,
want to
yeah.
be angry by the end of it. I want more. I'm gonna want more.
Yeah, we want to have to give you a part 2. But yeah, if you want the writing props, that's what you get. This episode may or may not be long. Time is an enigma.
Time is an enigma. Any closing thoughts?
Fuck off. And Death Intern. Please,
Death Intern, for
please.
the love of God. But also you
realized,
fuck off.
We've
You
realized
fuck
now.
off too.
Hey.
And you fuck off.
No, not that.
Oh yeah, we need more of you.
Okay.